It's episode 100, bitches. We made it.
Gotta freak out, man. Yo,
We fucking made it.
We
big
did.
PP.
10 minutes
Considering
late.
Podcasts don't even reach 10.
Seriously,
We made it to
man.
100.
Oh man, what is going
All right,
on,
guys,
all
I'm
you
out.
sexy motherfuckers?
Yo,
We are officially 100 episodes old.
Feels good.
Yeah, a century.
It's a lot of
Nice.
PP.
That's
It's
a lot of
ton
PP.
Never,
too much
never
people
thought,
for just one average viewer.
never thought we'd make it here, boys. Not gonna lie.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Thanks for the faith, man.
I don't know if that
gotta
means
have
that
one of
Enigma
those.
thought he was gonna kill me, or we were gonna kill each other, or
It's a little bit of both, probably. Little bit of all the above. D for all of the above. Yeah.
First off, I want to call out, like, seriously, special guest right now, because we would not be here, at least one of our hosts would definitely not be here if it was not for this very special someone who's honestly kind of a mom to us all. Mama Scruff is in chat. Hi, Mama
Yep.
Scruff. Shout
Hi,
out,
Mom.
100 episodes. Appreciate all of the, I don't know what's going on, why Discord is, of course, 100 episodes. Hey guys, it would not be the pre-patch
Of
podcast.
course.
Something didn't scuff up. My internet's
Yeah.
perfectly fine. I'm seeing it perfectly fine, but Discord is deciding to be stupid. So,
We're all. Ooh.
oh yeah.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is you know what's funny, Enigma, is that
Hold on.
Something-
Got
Yeah.
it.
oh
There we go.
okay. Enigma was putting it on so that his little YouTube or VTuber guy was gonna look the best at everybody.
That's right.
Nice.
That's episode 100 is my episode, bitches.
Well, unless you plan on hacking into my camera.
Fair.
it's
I've
not
already
gonna
done it,
work.
bro.
Yeah.
I've already
Oh,
done it, bro.
Crap. All my nudes and my lewds, they're out there. Mama Scruff, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm sorry, Mom.
We're sorry. We're sorry,
We're
Mama Scruff.
sorry.
This is actually the worst. We usually are very wholesome. We usually, have a glass
Yeah.
of milk and cookies, read grim fairy tales, all that kind of crazy stuff. So this is actually a very wholesome podcast.
Is it?
Yeah.
Family friendly.
It's not like we
Always.
don't have a digital footprint that says otherwise.
Yeah,
No.
well,
100
Speaking of
PPs.
which, we have 100
Yeah.
episodes of digital footprint that you can check out anytime.
there you go. Dude, I swear to
Yep.
God, Bill's coming for my damn hosting job. It's just not.
It was me last week. Now it's Bill this week.
This, and
I'll come for it soon.
honestly, I
And
can tell you.
Bill, if they want to find those episodes, where can they find them?
I don't know. There's a little site called anchor.fm/prepatch podcast or on the prepatch podcast YouTube, which, yeah.
Or Twitch page,
Check
or
us out live.
Discord, or
the Twitch,
or
yeah.
Twitter, or X, or
You know
the
what?
hubs.
You know what? Say get out of here. We don't need you anymore, bro.
Yeah.
Okay,
we
good luck
don't
with
need
it.
you anymore, bro.
This podcast over.
Yo, this is the episode y'all can take. Go ahead. There's so many windows that I have to manage. It's intimidating.
Just open the tunnel up to your computer. I got it.
Right. Honestly, no, we are so excited to be able to do this. I think it is I speak for the entire show when I say that it's a feat that we knew. Well, apparently except for Enigma, we knew we were going to get there. But I don't think that we ever thought that we would be where we're at, here. I mean, you're going to see throughout this episode, kind of some of the transitions that we've gone through,
progression.
how it's progressed, through the years.
The life pondering, like
yeah,
a lot of real stuff went down,
a lot of me being angry. When I was going through my
No.
moments, I
You
was like,
angry? No.
wow, man.
A lot of sin and
Wow.
Enigma
A lot of
finding out stuff about themselves that they might have not known.
I
for this
low-key
podcast.
was trying to find like the first heated argument that we got
That's-
into on the show.
That's gonna be like
every
I don't
episode
know.
one.
I was about to
Episode
say
one.
that's episode 1. Yeah.
I think episode 1, I literally came in just hot.
Bro,
So-
I think you did.
It was
But-
just you two too as well.
yeah,
so
it was just 2 people. I don't
And
think
I was just there like, okay, I'm just here, man.
little
But-
Scruffy never done a podcast in his life. He's just like,
Yeah.
what did I get myself into?
Exactly.
Yep.
And somehow I'm still here.
Yeah, you're
and
still here.
somehow, yep.
What's crazy too
Stockholm
is
syndrome.
Yeah,
to see the progression of not only the cast but also of us. Not only again as
Yeah.
as casters,
Oh Lord.
but also just how we've changed. Like
Yeah.
people have moved. Facial hair has grown in, gone away, changed colors. It's been wild.
Except for me, I'm ageless. And,
Yeah, you're-
Yeah.
Eternal.
Yeah.
He's just upgrading his
You and your butt
modules
plug
every
self
once in a while,
is
yeah.
completely the
This
same.
is true. Yeah.
Trust me,
Yep.
hey, he used to just be a static image of
That is-
nothing.
that's true, yeah.
That's true.
He's made some
Yeah.
advances himself.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's AI. It's the downfall of us all, and Enigma's going to be the
It
root
is.
cause
It
of
really
it.
is.
Enigma-
So-
Enigma's at
Embrace
the top there, controlling them.
I was AI before AI was a thing.
So,
Oh god.
to give you guys, to everybody, some context of kind of how the show's going to run, because it's going to be a little bit different. So, we're going to, normally we start with kind of the streaming news and platforms. None of that. That's going to come out for this episode, and we're going to take a look back or retrospective of some of our favorite moments, as well as some of y'all's favorite moments. We had some viewer submissions, which was awesome.
Hell yeah.
Which if you still, well, you can't do it now, but if you'd like to still post some of your favorite moments of the cast, we would love to have that. You can go into our Discord, !Discord, I believe in both chats, to be able to hop in there. And there's a section where you can literally put, favorite moments for you guys. And so we're going to go through and talk about our moments that we really enjoyed. And then from there, we're going to kind of transition into the normal show. If this is your first episode here, well, you got 99 other episodes to watch to
A
kind
lot
of
of
fully
content.
grasp this one.
Good luck.
So yeah, a lot of content to get through, but amazing content. And I could say from the bottom of my
see you
heart,
in a year.
love it,
Yeah.
love it to death. This is something I look forward to
Every single week. Same.
every single week.
Yep.
So yeah,
Yes,
so
sir.
there you go. All right,
So let's go through 100 years of PP.
let's go through
100 episodes of PP.
hundreds.
100 years of P. That's
100
that's
years.
another podcast, bro. That's a
Okay.
whole nother podcast, Bill. I don't know if we want to go through that.
All right. So we're gonna kick off where it all really kind of began, which is episode number 1. This is this is the beginning of it. And let
Oh,
me fast
God.
forward just a tad, but
Ugh.
this
You don't like the OG intro screen?
No.
Man, come on.
And
there's
I
something
made it.
about
That's the worst part, man.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
made the logo was you?
Yeah. Oh no, the
Honestly,
the
I
logo.
don't even think it's that bad looking.
It's really not. Like it's just one of those things where I'm just like, I my skills have improved so much on it. No, the logo. Tidbit of information: the logo was actually
was,
made by one of our stream team members, Os SG.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
117. Yeah, he did that. That was our original. The pre-patch logo originally was just the pre-patch team logo, which that was our original pre-patch
Kind
team
of looks like
logo.
Illuminati now that I'm really looking
A
at
little
it.
bit, yeah.
A little
Well,
bit. Yeah, that might say something about it.
Little bit, little tidbit of information. Yeah, we struggled when we first kind of made the pre-patch team of trying to figure out what the hell we wanted to represent our group or
Yeah.
our stream team. And
nothing says this
like,
group like
not-
peepees.
yeah,
Not even just that, but like our team has gone through many changes too.
it has indeed. Yep.
So,
Some for the better, some for the worse, but yeah.
yeah, but we're still here.
Look, man,
We're still-
every
are
group's
still
got their
here.
hot nuts. Everybody, you got to go through.
Yes, sir.
So-
The space
you just gotta-
cadets.
you just got to pick out the bad ones.
Yes, sir.
So,
But yeah, no, so that's a tidbit of information for the pre-patch podcast. That is actually the pre-patch team logo. So you'll see progressive.
a blast
I-
from the past.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
History.
I gotta say, man, I look like a ghost in that picture.
You do,
I-
man. You do.
you look like a
I was
baby,
ha-
bro.
I was haunting this stream.
This was before for context. This was 3 years ago. This
Yeah.
was
3 years
Yeah.
ago, man.
Dude,
Yeah,
all of our
crazy.
setups have improved so much, even though you wouldn't know it from how mine looks right now. It's like
Bill's
we have
gone
just
full tilt backwards.
evolved.
He's
Bill
just
looks like
yeah.
he's camping out in like a hotel right now.
Yeah, I was gonna say Bill looks like he's in the basement of some
man.
no-tell motel right now.
Yeah.
he just
Yeah.
he went full blown the other way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's this episode. I don't even know what I don't even know what we were naturally talking. I think some of it was like Fortnite we were talking about.
Fucking Fortnite. Holy shit.
Yeah.
I think we were talking
I'm
also about Last of Us because there was a good chunk where we just, me specifically, went in on like the story behind Last of Us or something of that
Was it
nature.
Last of Us
Nothing
1 or
different
2?
there.
Yeah,
It was one.
Yeah. This was before 2.
This was
Yeah,
before
this was-
two. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, this was the first episode of the
Yeah.
pre-patch podcast.
Oh, yeah.
I still don't even know why it was just you two. Like I legitimately
couldn't
don't
tell you.
remember why we went the first episode being just you
Because
two.
we had planned it for like it being everyone, and we really pushed it for like we have to start it now.
Was
or it's
I
not gonna
already-
happen?
Was I already determined to be the fourth host at that time? Because I know
You
I was,
were,
I,
yeah.
I was pretty new to the
I-
stream team at that point.
Well,
No, you
I-
you weren't new. You were new for the year. Okay, so another little tidbit of information. This was not the original cast of the pre-patch podcast.
Yeah, I was just gonna say
right.
that.
The
Yeah.
original cast of the pre-patch podcast was another group of pre-patch team members. Myself, Sin, and I think we just kind of
Graphics was
juggled
on
between
there.
a couple. Yeah, Joe Graphics was on there.
He's still
One of
here
our
to this day. He's
he
around.
is still on, he still is on our stream team. So, but yeah, that was the original cast, just kind of juggled between like 2 or 3 different cast members until we finally got to the point of like, okay, we need to stop fucking juggling. This is ridiculous, you know.
we need to bunker down.
So yeah, I still don't remember why exactly it was just you two. I can't remember. It's been 3 years.
Your AI was down or something. I don't know. Yeah, it must
Yeah.
have been-
For a
I
more
mean,
upgrade.
it would kind of make sense because everybody thinks that I am just like Billy. I am an AI of Bill, and
Yeah.
Bill wasn't there. So
Yeah,
Well, the,
Yeah.
the notes here say the official return of the pre-patch podcast.
Well,
Did we go
that-
away and come back?
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, because there was those juggling of hosts. So this
Oh,
yeah.
was the post after that. Like this
I
was
think
our
we
official
had-
episode one.
Post-
I think
Fallout.
we had 3
Yeah.
episodes of the original one with myself, you, and a couple other people. But like, if I remember correctly, you went into a Clan Levins.
Episode
You
Yeah.
had an episode, and so we were struggling
one
to figure out what we
podcast,
were
three,
going to do.
3 podcasts with Enigma, and then I'm in an episode. But it makes sense.
And
Pretty much.
and
Yep.
I was going to be on those before episodes, but I was out traveling at that
You
time.
were in California.
This
Yeah.
this is when I just got home.
Did you look
Yep.
so much like a baby? I cannot. Like, this is
was-
gonna
I
distort
was
it.
like
but,
19 years old, man.
Oh wait, not full screen. Shoot. Let's go theater mode. Yeah, I mean it's gonna cut some of it off, but it's so such a baby, bro.
I think
Yeah.
theater mode works. I think.
Well,
Yeah,
it,
theater
it,
mode's
cut,
good.
it cuts off. It's gonna cut off some
That's a little
stuff.
bit off, but
Yeah,
it's not
after-
bad. It shouldn't
after
be. It
this,
shouldn't be
so.
too terrible. Yeah.
Yeah,
But yeah,
man.
that's for first episode, man. I am still baffled as to why we went first episode with just 2 of us. But
Who knows?
it,
Hey
man,
it
it
worked.
worked.
It's
It
in
is,
the
it
books.
is what it is.
it is in the past. So
Yeah, man.
all right, I got to do this to make sure that I get this proper so that we can see what we're looking at. This one I believe is going on to Bill, if I'm not mistaken. This is multiple of us. Legitimately, this is multiple of us. So I'm going to unmute this so that you guys should be able to now hear what is being said, because this is an important moment in pre-patch history.
This
Let
is
me make
big.
sure it's
Mm-hmm.
God damn it.
Hold on. Oh, can we-
Don't want to be like
I don't know how loud
You're
it's going to be.
You're about to say that you
Suddenly-
liked
Oh
something
my
that they
God,
did.
that's really loud.
I will not say that.
Clippable moment, chat.
I-
Get it ready.
I
Where's the
am
short?
Impressed. I am impressed. God damn it. With
Listen, we all have our
I am
moments.
impressed
fine.
with Epic.
Oh man, I'm just gonna leave it right there for just right there. So yes, for context, for anybody that is new, or for some of our more recent subscribers of the show and followers, Mr. Enigma is known for being the epic hater.
Mhm.
And in this one, he actually gave Epic props. So it is,
Something dauntless.
Gave him some
Yeah.
praise,
yeah. So
and
Yeah,
ever since then,
I-
he's been an epic show.
Yeah.
What was it that they did? Dude, do we remember?
It was
Was
all
it
about the store, right? Was it not?
They
I can't
they were
remember.
doing more.
Um,
They were like vetting projects. They had.
Oh,
projects
that's
going
right. This
through,
was
like,
the
a,
porn.
yeah.
This was the porn game shit, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
yeah.
taking out the bad
corn,
the
bro. You
X-rated
can't say
games.
that. You gotta say corn.
Yeah, man, that's-
Whatever,
there's corn in the
whatever,
video.
corn,
Oh my
whatever,
gosh.
bro. That was when YouTube was more stringent against, more strict with our
Yeah.
words, that we couldn't do none of that swears, none of those
Yeah.
swears,
Mhm.
those nasty swears, frick and heck and sugar,
and heck.
Yeah.
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 So-
So
This-
the
I don't-
floating boat.
I'd also like
Gotta love
to this is also during my trying to discover what type of personality I wanted to be in my
His-
face. Like it's just
Yeah.
me changing my
This
icon.
was
His emo phase. This is what he
anime
went through his
phase.
emo
emo
phase.
Death Lord
Yeah.
phase, which I quickly found out like that thing is like apparently some type of
It's
like,
everywhere.
music. Yeah, it's like some
Oh,
type of
everyone
music
uses
thing.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I say so. I paid for this, right? Like, I mean,
Yeah.
full transparency. I paid off of Fiverr to get this this done. And or no, not Fiverr.
You just
Etsy,
bought it on
Etsy. Etsy.
Etsy, yeah.
Yeah, I bought it on Etsy. And I mean, a lot of the stuff really did look dope. And then I realized, oh, my kid was
Those
like,
are
why are you into that like this? You know, that's like from this like like emo death like
Yeah.
EDM music. And I was like, what? And then he showed it to me, and sure enough, funk. That's what
and you're
it's called,
like, oh
funk.
god, no.
Yeah, it's called funk.
It was
FPHONK.
Yeah. I like
It was
funk.
it was a good looking stream setup that you had, but yeah, no, it was like literally as soon as he bought it, I think like 2 days later,
We found somebody else on Twitter
Scruff,
that had it.
yeah, Scruff was
saw
like,
it.
"What the fuck, dude? This guy's got your shit." Then I was like,
Yeah.
"Holy shit, this guy's got your shit as well!
Yeah,
Holy shit, this guy's got your shit as well! What's going on?"
Down the rabbit hole.
it was everywhere. I will say, I do like. I understand why Enigma likes the whole VTube model.
Yeah.
The anonymity behind it is kind of nice. Like,
I can be naked. I can be naked right now. You guys
Yeah,
don't know.
Aren't you
You
always?
probably are. I,
Yes.
I actually hope you
I was
are.
just under the assumption that
Be
you always
naked
were.
for me.
PPs PPs
Since
are
I
always
can't
down,
be
bro.
naked.
Yeah.
yeah. Well, anyway, his circuit board apparently, I guess, is out. So,
Yep.
yeah. So we had that one, and then I believe, and I'm gonna butcher these, so I'm just gonna keep going. This is I don't know whose this is. This is just another
This
one.
is-
that was here
this
talking
is-
about-
this
This
is one.
is Scruffy.
This
Oh,
is
this
our
is John Lennon.
most successful short
Yep.
Yeah,
on the
we
channel.
did really well with this actually.
Yeah.
Not just on YouTube as well. We did well with this on
Yo,
like,
look how
TikTok.
young I was.
Yep.
I was so clean. And like 20 pounds lighter.
Yeah. The the fucking oh my god, dude. It's
That's a good podcast, man.
great.
That was a great
I
one.
think you made that one, Scruff, and you
Thanks.
killed it on that
No,
one.
I don't think I made that. I
You
think
didn't
You
make
made
that
this
one?
one, Bill. No, you
Did
Bill,
I?
you made
Made
this
this.
one. Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
I don't even know.
Good job, bud. Yeah.
Yeah. Good
Well,
job.
still, the good highlight of the humor that we've kind of adopted into the intros of these things over
man.
time.
Oh man.
That just shows that we just have fun on this podcast too. I mean,
Yeah,
we do, man.
We're just four guys having fun.
Dude,
fun.
it just
Yeah,
makes
man.
me realize too how much you change your fucking look, Scruffy. I swear to
Yeah,
God, I go.
for real.
The hair though.
yeah, man.
Oh, it's
I've
so
gone through a
funny.
lot of change too.
He went.
Yeah.
He went from looking like he had Jesus hair to looking like what's his
Blonde
name? off
Beach
of-
Boy.
What was that? I forget his
off
name.
of-
Vince.
off-
Vince off
yeah.
of
Employee of the month.
to what he's got now. You know the shaved head.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
This is also too. You can, as we progress through these, you also see my whale phases, and so you get to see it as it kind of progresses. Right in the back there, it's obviously League of Legends. So that's
The
that
wall
was
expands.
yeah, that's what I was wailing on back then, and then it's gonna slowly evolve. So, all right, moving on to the next one. Fuck, can we
I
skip
need to
this
lose
one?
some weight. I looked good back then, but
Yeah.
We
No, we
don't.
can't skip this
We
one. This
don't
one
need to
is-
talk about
this
this
is a
one.
pinnacle
Out it as a
moment.
degenerate, baby.
This
we learned a lot.
This
about
is the
Sin.
first. Yeah, I was about to say this is the first time we kind of learned that Sin was a furry. Yeah.
You're full
of
ever
crap.
Since this day.
This is so full of shit. Neon White is a great game, and I'm just saying that you don't. have to be
Nobody's
a fucking-
arguing with you on that point, but
you don't have
it
to
is
be a
about furries.
I
Yeah.
did not even know it had anything to do with furries. I just was like, oh, this is a really cool like time
but
trial
you
platform.
admitted to
But
liking
you
the story.
but you enjoyed
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
I didn't say I enjoyed the story. I just said that I
You
enjoyed
did
the game.
in this short.
I'm pretty sure
In this short.
what we're arguing about right now is exactly what we're arguing about.
What
in
we
the
were
short.
arguing there. Probably.
Bro, I'm just saying, it's a good
Uh,
fucking game. Neon White is a good game.
It's a great
So,
game.
I don't know
Nobody's
why.
arguing with you
for
on that.
liking the story.
Yeah, I'm,
I don't
I'm
know
getting
wh-
major deja vu right now.
Why are we having this conversation over best action adventure? It's not even in
Because
the,
you
it's
felt
not
like
even in the-
Neon
you
White
felt like it
should have been
deserved it.
nominated.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
nominated, yeah.
You liked
Ne-
it so
Neon
much
White-
it should have been in the Game of the Year awards.
Yeah.
Neon White was on for I think like best puzzle game or something like that, and that was like we were like, oh okay,
Yeah.
Sin's a furry apparently. Holy shit. Yeah.
well, are we good here? Can we move on past my furrydom
Yeah.
and we can move on to the next one? Because I did not like this one. I just want to put that out there.
You loved
Um,
it. Don't give us that.
Oh man. So this is the first time. This is another historic moment too. This is the first time that apparently I guess Bill was shilling for Sony for the very first time. This is
Yeah,
Oh.
this is when the thanks Sony meme popped up, and we were putting the full blame on Sony with the $70 price hike on games,
Yep.
and
And
apparently
3-2-1.
As we should.
And you just see him. He does the Asian uncle where he kind of like shifts his position in his seat, like he's gonna fucking fight. He's like fight positions, battle positions.
what I love about this too, and this is a subtle thing that you don't like. If you don't pay attention, you won't grasp it. So Enigma and Bill were kind of battling there for a little bit, but fucking Enigma is going anti-Sony, and he is on his profile is rocking a fucking PlayStation controller. He's using a PlayStation controller.
That's why ever since that day he zoomed it in.
Yeah.
no,
Yeah.
it was exactly that.
Yep,
No
pretty much.
longer.
It's exactly what happened. Yeah.
It's so great.
I think, in fact, after this one, Bill was the one to fucking point it out, and I was like, "Oh shit, he's right."
Oh, yeah.
It's so good.
I was like,
So
"Fuck,
good.
man."
I just want to be sure you don't have a controller down there right now, do you?
I mean, I do,
I mean,
but
it's a
you don't want to see
Switch.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's a Switch
It's-
controller now.
Woo!
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. So that moves in. Okay, I gotta cover up. Hold on. Nope, wrong one, wrong computer. This one. Okay, there we go. Now we're gonna move into this, which I believe is news. Okay. This is not easy, boys and girls. It's
good.
quite
You're
difficult.
good.
Do better, man. Come on
Yeah,
now.
right? So
Come on,
this
100
one,
episodes in.
this is episode number 6. I think this was our most successful patch. No, this was not
No,
our
no,
most
no,
successful
no.
patch.
This
note.
is the
This was
first
the
intro
first
song
intro.
that we did.
Oh, first
yeah.
intro. Okay, let me
Yeah.
let me get the music queued up here.
I actually miss this music, man. This is
Yeah.
good stuff. I am impressed with
Kind of
Epic.
nostalgic.
I do.
listening
Wait,
to it.
wait,
Yeah.
wait. Ah, Epic Show one is still playing. Okay, sorry. All I hear is I'm like, why isn't Neighbor saying I'm so impressed with Epic? Okay, let's see. Can we? I'm so afraid to like turn it up because it'll just blast here.
I miss this music, man.
Is it going?
Yeah,
I don't
it
This
will
was
get.
it was
Oh,
a
okay.
it was a beat,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
It
love
was.
it.
It was a banger track. I do like our intro track now, but
Yeah,
this one we had a few that we actually went through before we settled on this one, and they all kind of came from Sin with your your what was it? It wasn't-
Synthwave.
Yeah, your synthwave
Yeah.
mode that you were in for a
I'm
very
still-
long time
I'm
before you
still-
went
he's still
fucking
in it, I feel
edgy.
like.
Well, I was gonna say, I
I
think
still
me and
like-
Sid
I
are
still-
both still in it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I still like the synthwave from time to time, but
Now he's just the warden.
it was
Yeah.
it was also I'll say big shout outs to Harris Heller. He is
Wow.
okay, I just want to make sure I can mute it. So he was, we use Stream Beats, and he's the one, that we get our music from. And, honestly, if it wasn't for Stream Beats and, people like, Harris Heller that are creating, non-DMCA-able music,
Right.
a lot of people wouldn't have it on their podcast shows and stuff like that. So, just want to say shout out, use Stream Beats if you guys are looking for music or stuff like that for
Some
your
good music.
stream.
Yeah, he's got a
Um,
lot of good music.
I'm gonna fast forward here to the end to try to get the outro music because this also had some of our outro music.
Oh, yeah, we had
Um,
another outro music too. We had new
yeah,
ones
we
on
changed
both
both
of those,
up.
didn't we?
So this one,
I don't even remember what that outro music was.
this was our outro music,
Yeah.
Really? bro. This
Yeah.
is like I'm gonna lay you down. Like this is some like love making Barry White. Mama Scruff, go close your ears. This is not appropriate right now. I'm feeling some kind of way. Why was this
I
our
don't remember
outro
this.
music?
I don't know. Ask yourself.
How?
You were cycling through like 2 or 3 different songs at like this era of the show, and this
What the fuck? Why didn't you tell me no? Why didn't you say this is a bad idea?
Because if we would have told you no, you would have fucking ignored us anyways.
Oh my god.
What was I thinking with this? Oh my
Beach like sunset like.
Dude, it reminds me of like an 80s movie,
Yeah.
like fucking Lethal Weapon 1 at the end. Like,
Dude.
like what the fuck? Yeah, that's wild to me. Wow.
That is
okay.
hilarious.
Wow. All right. Well, this was I think our most successful patch notes, if I'm not mistaken.
This is our
correct?
most successful
Yeah.
patch note. Yep, and
What?
it's shitting on Destiny 2.
Shitting on the Destiny 2, man.
Oh, we pissed off so many people with this.
I think this is our most commented patch note
Yeah,
as
let's
well.
let's
It
just take a
is,
look.
yeah.
Let's take a look. We're gonna, you know what? If you commented on this, you're gonna get a little bit of highlight here. So
There you go.
we had 27 comments. Why don't we just shit on the Destiny community more often? I feel like
That's
you know,
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I mean,
The
I
Destiny
think that came up.
community,
We should really just have like a Destiny dedicated
Wasn't it
moment.
Diablo too?
Yeah,
Diablo as well.
and Destiny.
We should shit on.
Yeah,
This
there's
is-
actually a surprising amount of people on this video that actually commented in
This one.
support of the Destiny
Yeah,
hating.
no,
Yeah.
100%. I was actually surprised with how many people
it was
were
pretty
actually
split
like
both
pretty.
ways.
And then,
This
and
one
then you
is-
have that one at the bottom.
this is so good.
Yeah.
I can tell none of you actually play.
Stick to what
Ron,
you
Yeah.
know.
I've wailed in Destiny. Thank you very much, and I have played my fair share of Destiny.
I think I'm the only one who actually doesn't play out of us four, right?
I mean, I haven't
Yeah.
played in a very long time.
Right.
You know
but
what's
you still
even-
played.
That hasn't played in the past, yeah.
Yeah.
What's even crazier is I fucking bought Lightfall and played Lightfall. Like I
Yeah.
played
Yeah.
fucking Destiny Lightfall. Oh
Yeah.
man.
Uh,
Yeah.
No.
Well, we appreciate all of you, you Destiny supporters and or haters coming to the and
We
showing
love
comments
our
on there.
haters.
Yeah.
well,
Destiny,
like I was trying to, like I was saying, like Aaron and like Bill was saying as well, like that comment section I think was our like most even splits on hate and like love or whatever or agreeance, I guess.
Yeah.
You know, because like it really was like the like to dislike ratio. I was really shocked at how many likes we got versus the dislike ratio on that.
Yeah,
in
it was
just-
impressive.
I was extremely impressed with it.
well, here I'll encourage another one. Destiny 2 is in a shitty place. It sucks. Bungie doesn't know what they're doing, and Jim Ryan is an idiot for saying that Destiny is the Call of Duty
yeah.
of the PlayStation. You're a moron.
There's our short for next
There
week.
you go.
Yep. Thanks,
Sin
Sam.
hates Destiny.
Thanks,
So,
Sid.
Thank you. No, yeah, no problem. Absolutely. All right. So this is, I think, moving on to Enigma. Nope. I don't know whose this is.
Episode 14.
Episode 14.
Oh,
Uh,
this was Enigmas. This was logo change.
This
Oh,
wasn't mine.
Okay. Yeah, the old logo.
it's
This
not
wasn't
mine. It's
This
not
wasn't
mine.
yours?
Not mine.
Okay.
don't
well,
think
it's
It was supposed to be episode 15, not 14, sir.
you linked this. How I can't get it wrong. I didn't purposely go and
Maybe,
pick this
maybe,
one.
maybe I put it down as episode 15 on accident. Yeah, no, this is the logo change then. Apparently,
Yeah.
I
This
don't
was a
remember that.
logo courtesy of Sunsprite.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Which we get a lot of our work done from.
Yep.
If
This
we
was
get
the
all of our work done.
this is actually kind of the prototype logo to the logo that we currently
the
have.
current one we
Yeah.
have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Which, if you want to see that logo, it's right there. There we go. Pre-patch
I
podcast.
liked this logo. I don't know. It was something about it was nice, but the one we have now is definitely cleaner.
The one we have now is
Yeah.
clean. I
Yeah.
like the clean lines of the one we had now. It was definitely an upgrade from the one that she gave us here. But this one
Yeah.
was, I think that and like harkening
It
back
was
to what we
fitting
were
to the
talking
vibe
about.
Of the whole
Yeah, that's what I was about to
entire
say.
thing, too.
Harkening back to what we were talking about. Okay, so this was still a time where we were. I mean, we're still a team, like a pre-patch team and the pre-patch podcast. But recently, we've kind of encompassed the pre-patch team into the pre-patch podcast and just made it one entire community. We are now just
Yeah.
the pre-patch podcast community, right? But
Right.
back then, we had the pre-patch team and the pre-patch podcast, and the podcast
Yeah.
was supposed to be something that we were trying to drive traffic into the team and everything like that, which I think we were fairly successful with. The original idea was to bring everybody, like bring a team member on
Some
every once in a
fronts.
while, But yeah, this was the first one where like, and not saying anything about Oss's attempt at our logo before, was a great logo. We used it for years. Like we used it for a very long time, right? But this was the first one. Like literally, I was in conversation with Sunsprite, and she sent me this like draft, and I was like, "Why am I so fucking stupid? Why
Yeah.
didn't I fucking think of a loading bar?" I'm like, why am I an idiot? Why didn't I think of that?
It just makes sense.
It does.
Yeah.
It does.
Yeah. That's and that was what it was supposed to be, was like a loading, like one of those loading circles going around and around and around. So
Yeah.
and it made it like, yeah, like you said, it just made sense. And
We
it
were
was
talking
like
about getting it animated at some point too. I
we
don't know.
were, yeah.
Maybe that'll be our next move.
Maybe.
Still
From
could.
here on out. Yeah.
Still
Yep, maybe.
100% could.
It's just cool again just to see the evolution of the the show. I think it's like
Yeah.
that's what I took away so much from all of this, is just like the growth of where we started.
Us. Yeah.
Yeah, and kind of our mindset, and also too with that fucking music choice, and then coming into where we are now, and being, and I will say, like, 100 episodes in, like, normally most shows, like we've talked about, don't even make it this far, but also, a lot of places, like, it take a long time to just kind of up their production value and whatnot, and though we're still scrappy for sure, but I'm very proud of the
I
production
think we're
value
pretty
that
decent.
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
crew pumps out, and does. So it's
That's
just-
one thing that I will say about, we've had conversations with it between all of us, that, like, I think the biggest thing that we kind of had a conversation with when we first started the podcast was, like, we want to make sure that we put out the best quality content. Like, it might not be like back then we were only doing 2 weeks, right? We were doing every 2 weeks.
Bi-weekly. Yeah.
Yeah. So, like, it wasn't like we were pumping out the content like we do now, which I'm really happy with how much content we pump out on a weekly
Got a
basis.
good workflow.
I think we do amazing work. And like back then, 2 weeks, we were struggling for 2 weeks. I'm really pleased with how far we've come in, like, being able to put out the same content that we were putting out back then with even more quality on a weekly basis
Yeah.
instead of on a
Even
bi-weekly
just this past
basis.
couple months, like you
Yeah.
can tell like how good
So-
that's been going, especially with
Yep.
you and Bill on the uploading side of things. Like, you guys kill it.
Yeah.
Killing the game.
We're doing our best. Yep.
We love it. We love
Yeah.
it.
So again, for newer listeners, we've got Bill and Enigma, who are the workhorses behind all of the shorts and the cut up videos and uploading it and getting it all audioed out and everything like that. I bring to the table the salt and the venom and vitriol, and those moments, and then obviously kind of do the back end work here to make the live cast go. Scruffy, I think that you just bring the younger generation. I'm trying to figure out what you do here.
Yeah, I'm just here.
He's the token zoomer.
He's the zoomer. I'm just kidding.
He's the zoomer.
I gotta bring in that younger audience.
No,
I gotta
honestly,
He also has. We need somebody to hard carry our old asses in Siege. So
yeah,
That's true.
You know?
Yeah.
hey man, I'm just gonna say we played before
They
the
just
show,
use
and
me
I
here.
was fucking top. I was top billing. I'm just calling that
No,
one.
he didn't stream it. No one streamed it. It didn't happen.
You
Yeah.
saw it. And my son- oh my
I clutched
God.
up, bro.
Yeah.
Okay,
Get
I
outta
have,
here.
I have to take a moment because this has got nothing to do with the show, but it's a proud
Oh, I know
dad
it is.
moment. Okay,
Yep.
so we're playing Siege, and I'm gonna take this off so that you guys aren't distracted. You need to feel the full front of what happened from a dad moment here. So we're playing Siege, and I'm playing with my oldest son. You guys, some of you have seen him in chat. Savage. He is my 15-year-old son, and so we are in a match, and it's me, myself, Scruffy, Enigma, him, and
Pika.
Pika, and we are going through, and then we're on defense, and everyone's doing
Enigma
well.
goes down.
Everybody's getting some kill, got a kill here, there, and then Enigma gets a kill and then goes down. And me and my son both look over at him. I pop a shot next to him just to like play with him and fuck with him because he's down trying to get back up. My son, dead ass, looks him straight in the face and pops him in the head. And I'm
Pops
like,
one right in the
oh
head,
my
dude.
God. I was so proud. In that moment, I was like, he's going to grow up to be just fine. He's going to grow up
Like,
to be just
what the hell, bro?
You took what you did and one upped you.
It was so good.
I was like,
It was so
what
fun.
the fuck, man?
This is like one of the first maybe times that he's played with Enigma too.
That is the first time I've ever played with him on that fucking 100%.
So good. It was so glad. I was a proud papa in that
Yeah.
moment. So
He's already one of us.
Yep.
He's already, which I don't know if that's a
is.
good thing now.
Yeah.
Sorry.
All right, so moving on. This one is Warhammer Got Robbed. I don't know who brought this up. I think this is
Is
I don't
this
know.
he did?
Oh, this is our most success or our first patch note that popped off.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
And
okay.
it was talking about Warhammer. It was another Game of the Year thing. I think that Game of the Year awards did pretty well, but this is the first one where we started getting into the hundreds of views on patch notes. It's pretty
Nice.
impressive, and it was fairly early into it. I think this was only like the third one that we posted that it actually got a little bit of traction, which I think kind of helped us get the motivation to be like, we need to do this consistently, and
Yeah.
so we have.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Um,
that entire
Also, my beard at that
Game of the
time
Year
was the best my beard has ever been.
It does look pretty
is
majestic.
very true.
Yeah.
That entire Game of the Year series was really good. I was really
Well,
proud of what we did.
right
on
around
that.
the
always
corner.
love the Game of the Year. Yeah, I was gonna say
Yeah,
I
it
always
is.
love the Game of the Year episodes that we do. They're a lot of fun.
So do I. Yep.
Yep. It's gonna be an interesting one this year, I think, as well. So I'm looking
Yeah.
forward to that one. This
Cyberpunk.
was episode number
Baldur's
2. I
Gate.
think this was probably maybe a repeat. I don't Enigma, you have this down as episode number
This-
2.
This
Um,
one I
is
think
when you
all of
guys
us
join,
had
right?
down. Yeah,
So
this is the first one
this
with all
is
4 of
number
us.
2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Th-
so
this one I just wanted to point this one out, and I think Bill, didn't you also pop this one as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's pretty much probably for the same reason. I was just like, I know it's cliche, but
Look
like
at that hair.
this is legitimately
Yeah.
the first podcast that all 4 of us were on the
Yeah.
podcast, and I just, when I was looking at it, I was like, look at that fucking overlay, man. That just looks nasty. Why did I ever fucking do that? What am I doing with that intro, like that in that middle logo? Like what did I
You guys
do?
notice something though? That
Hmm.
all of our logos were all in one place.
We were all
Yeah.
on Twitch.
It's
at the
very
time.
true.
Before,
Yeah.
this
It was on
before
Twitch.
all the reckonings and all the shit shows that have conspired since then. We were
Yeah.
all on Twitch still.
Dude, my hair was amazing, and I
Oh.
still had the background bedroom set
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, I still have a picture of your feet in that bedroom.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck?
Oh, and I think you're missing the fuck night on this one, aren't you? In the background.
It's back.
I don't
there.
think
It's
it was in
behind-
this one.
It's behind Michael Scott.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
Hold on,
wasn't
let's-
sure if it was in
let's
this
see
one.
if we can. Let's see if we can get it. Can we get it a little bit bigger so you can see it? It's right.
Scruff, I'm
Here.
glad we got a lot better with our lighting over time because we were
Oh,
both
yeah.
washed out as fuck.
Oh, it's so bad. And my lighting's still not great. Hey, it's a lot
I
better
also-
than what it was.
I also like just to point out, like, this is the first episode, or one of the first episodes, right? If you ever go back to this and like listen to our audio quality is
Oh.
terrible, man.
It's so bad.
Like,
I
it's
was
so
rocking, like,
bad.
the Blue Yeti, man.
Yeah.
With no, like,
I was
tuning
also
It's
or
so
rocking a Blue
bad,
Yeti.
dude.
Yeah, yeah. you can tell.
Everybody's really echoey.
No,
Fucking
Yeah.
Sin's
no,
really echoey.
I didn't even have a Yeti at this time. I was using the snowball.
Oh, gosh, man! Look how far we've came.
I
Yeah.
want to make sure. I also, look, I'm going to point this back out to our Destiny community again for all you fuckers that said that none of us played it. Motherfucker, this right here are 2 weapons from Destiny that I had printed. I bought at Guardian Con and fucking put on my wall. You fuck nuts. So just
He's still angry. He's so angry.
The salt.
keep that in
It's so
mind, you
good.
assholes, when you're commenting next time. Maybe you should go back to episode 2 and watch the rest of the show.
There you go.
All right.
If you would have caught up on the lore, you would know this.
Yeah, Enigma. This is episode number 15. So I don't know.
This is episode number 15. So
Boy.
this was one that we need audio, or we don't really need audio unless you want to. But this I found this one. This was the first time we realized how big of a whale Sin actually was.
As I'm stuffing
Oh.
my, are you mean
Yeah.
like
You're
wait? Hold
eating
on, I
on
gotta.
pipe. Wow.
Yeah, I'm eating on the show.
Not
What the fuck?
not how
bro?
big of a whale in weight, but how big of a whale. We were talking about how.
I
much
think-
money
I'd
gets-
fucking flame you if my
I
mouth
agree
wasn't
with
full,
Bill.
dude.
I think you would
it
you had
is
said like 10 grand or something like that.
Yeah,
That's when we were talking about League of
Let him
Legends
finish,
too,
let him
Yeah,
like,
finish.
all that.
yeah, we were
Yeah,
talking.
I
It wasn't
agree
just
with
it wasn't
Bill.
just League. It was
just
like
League, but it was a
it was
few.
like how much money we've spent in general on video games. I think
Yeah.
I said like 2,000-3,000 on ArcAge. But yeah, I think this was the first time that I really realized. I was like, oh yeah,
Wait,
fucking
you spent
Sin is.
3,000 on ArcAge?
I spent 2,000 to 3,000 on ArcAge. Yes, I think that was your
Oh.
exact reaction to it too. You were like, wait, what?
Yeah.
I don't
Oh,
think
I
I'm
feel
gonna.
bad for
I
your
don't know
wallet, man.
where in this.
Yeah, I'm
I
not
don't-
sure. It was just in the background. But yeah,
I don't know. I'm just-
your
I'm
your
listening to
exact
Bill.
your exact words. You were like 10,000 or something like that on, and I don't remember if that was on
I think it was
I-
League.
Bill
League. I
is
think
Bill
it was
is
League. Yeah.
Bill is flaming me right now for 200 for charging about I think this is about Valorant with their guns, because if
Their
you listen
guns.
Probably.
their guns,
Even at
I think that's what
100.
brought it up to begin with. It was when Valorant put on that dragon pack that was
Yeah.
like $250.
yeah, and
$200.
Bill was like, "There's no fucking way that you
Yeah.
can spend $200 on a skin."
And Sin's like, say
And so it was like,
you-
hold my beer, bro. Hold my beer.
You have no idea. You have
I
no
didn't realize how much of a
idea.
hand talker I was until watching this stuff back either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
So that was it. It just kind of cracked me up. I was looking back at it and I was like, yeah, I remember that conversation because it was the first time that all of us were just like, holy shit. Sin's a fucking whale, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like,
done
wow.
that.
Everything makes sense now. Like,
Yep.
Yeah, it's a common theme. No, I
also
think
know, with
you
your-
guys should see him on Rainbow Six now. Let's just say that.
It's very true. Yeah.
Fuck
He
off.
just got into that game finally, and he's got every elite already, pretty much.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
will say I think it's funny that with you like in your OCD about quality and stuff that you are willing to eat like on a live stream.
Yeah, I don't know what. Again, the music. This was back
I don't
in the
think
day,
you-
boys. This was. I don't know.
I don't think
yeah.
you were able to get dinner. I think you would have went to the gym and weren't able to get dinner into you before the podcast
Sam
or
was just
something like that.
feeling himself on this podcast. He didn't care about anything, man.
Yeah, man.
Every time the podcast ended with that sensual music, Sim was just in the feels like, oh yeah, that was a
I-
good podcast,
yeah.
boys. He was just taking it all in, like, gosh.
Now
we
I'm
did
wondering.
such a
Hold on.
good
Now I'm
job.
wondering what the fuck I was eating. What was I eating?
It looked like
during
it
this?
looked like either
that
spaghetti or lo mein.
noodles?
Yeah, it's
Was that
a,
gamer
so,
noodles?
no, it's not gamer noodles. So this is my dude. I love this bowl. I just want to make it known. This orange bowl has been with me through
That-
thick and thin.
that
man.
orange bowl
and
makes-
that's why he
makes
steals
it-
them in Baldur's Gate.
Yeah.
He picks up every bowl.
It's seen some shit,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
I guess I don't know. I must have been eating some type of spaghetti or noodle or something or whatever. Maybe
Yeah, I don't
ramen.
know.
Who knows? This was during also my really unhealthy phase of like of bangs. I went through a phase
He
where I
had,
drank
like a
bang
bang
a
all the
lot,
time.
and it was not good, not healthy. So, as I hide my energy drink that I'm now drinking. Anyway, all right. So moving on to this. This is episode number 67. I think Enigma. This is still yours. Yes, this is still you.
Yeah, 67
So-
was the new design. This was the first time that we
Oh,
was
yeah.
when
Oh,
we
it is,
unveiled the new
yeah.
design. Yep.
That's right.
67 was the invention. This was the first time that I looked at the podcast. Not the first time, I shouldn't say that. But this was like the first time that I was like, holy fucking shit, man. Like we're
Really
actually
good.
like legitimate. Like
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
looks like a legitimate podcast.
After
right now.
Animated
rewatching this podcast that
background.
night, I was like, wow,
Yeah.
we look good, man. Like,
Yeah, I was when we were talking about it when myself and Sin were kind of going over this whole rebranding and redesign of the backgrounds and everything like that. I was like, dude, we look like better than most podcasts out there right
Yeah.
now. Like we look professional as shit, man. You know?
yeah.
Yeah.
Agreed.
And I still think that about our podcast. I still love this this background and everything. Like I think this is like peak. I wouldn't say peak, but because I always want to strive to push us forward, right?
Yeah.
But, like, this
there's
is a
always room for
very-
improvement.
This is a very good rendition of what
clean.
what I feel, and I think what all of us feel like we want to put forward that amount of like attention to detail and everything,
Yeah.
right?
with
So-
in combination of our background and the logo from Sunsprite, like everything just came together perfectly.
Yeah.
Honestly.
But
Well,
like
my
I
beard
said,
was
like
too
my
long at this point.
I was gonna say you had an Amish look going here.
I was about to
Yeah,
say
you did.
I had Abe Lincoln that look
Yeah.
over
yeah.
here.
my mentality at this point was like, fuck, dude, we're an actual like podcast now, guys. Like, holy
Like,
shit.
oh my god. Like,
Yeah.
Is this a podcast that we got?
Yeah, I was like, oh my god, are we a podcast, guys? Oh my god.
I also want to point out too, like the going through, like, you know, when we kind of decided to make the evolution and change, you know, to kind of upgrade. This is one of the first times too, because if you watch some of the earlier shows, we never had video, and I'm going to show it in
Yeah.
one of my things that I'm going to play sound for and whatever else. But it you know, this was our first transition into actually having video on the show. And actually being able to like highlight like news that you guys would be able to see and videos that we would be able to talk to. But the amount of time like that we spent actually going through the different changes and like what it was going to be and trying to find the perfect one, like it took a lot. Like we went through
Took
a
a long
lot
time,
of
man.
different like,
Oh, yeah.
you know, kind
You wouldn't think that
things.
something like that would be like a huge amount of like brain power to figure out, but
Dude,
like
it
trying to
was-
figure out exactly
It was.
like the specific position that we need to have it in, where all of our information needs to be, where all of our cameras need to be, how we're going to fit everything in. It's a lot to think about it, man.
Podcast Kama Sutra.
Yeah,
And,
let me.
and honestly, it was so worth it too, because how we have it set
It
up
was.
now,
Yeah.
really, and I don't. It really goes a long way of how even just our patch notes work too,
Yeah,
because like it makes perfect format for post videos.
it does.
yeah.
It's
For
like,
sure.
Well, and we
yeah,
wouldn't be able to do this. We wouldn't be able to do this podcast right now,
Exactly.
like our 100th podcast, if we weren't,
Yeah.
if we hadn't come up with that. We wouldn't be able to feature these things if we hadn't figured that out.
Yeah.
So I'll go ahead.
I also want to note that 3 of us are at YouTube at this point.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
that is.
Yeah.
That's right.
another big change.
Yep. I don't think anybody clipped me going to Kick. We'll just not have that.
Or
on there.
Mixer, or Mixer.
Mixer.
I wonder if we
I don't
had
think-
Mixer. or
Was
not.
I in Mixer?
I don't think. I
don't
don't think
think I
we were
went to
doing the
Mixer
podcast
that
when we were
I don't think
Mixer.
so.
Are
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
sure? Because I thought we were Twitch, then Mixer, then back to Twitch.
I
then
don't.
YouTube.
I don't think.
Then
No,
Kick.
we,
Yeah,
we
no,
didn't. We didn't
so-
do
That
any
was right-
Mixer.
I think that was like right after Mixer that we started the
Yeah.
podcast.
Right.
Gotcha.
Because yeah, I
Okay,
was.
so I had been on.
We
the
probably would have
team for a
streamed
while.
on Mixer if we were doing the podcast, because
would've,
before
yeah.
that was another thing, is before we had it, we all streamed on our separate channels.
Oh yeah, I
Like,
forgot about
was-
that.
That's
That
how
was
we
we,
did.
yeah.
Yep.
Holy
That was a
shit! I
big-
forgot all.
Except for
about
mine. Except for mine.
except for yours, but who needs yours?
We could only do 3, and we
Yeah.
had to choose.
that. What a
Fucking
pain in the
assholes.
ass that was.
No,
Yeah,
man.
it was,
We
man.
all just started at the same time. You don't remember
Yeah.
that? Like that's how we. First
Oh yeah, I forgot. We
originally did
3,
it.
2, 1, go live.
3,
yeah.
2, 1.
God, go
Yep.
go go! Yeah, like
What the fuck were we
wow.
And then-
thinking?
On
Dude.
top of that, once after that, we had to go to stream. What was it?
Restream.
Restream.
Restream,
And we
that
had to
was a
deal with
shit
their
show.
bullshit
Yeah.
lag that always happened. That was terrible,
Yeah.
man.
The
Yeah.
fuckery that was that.
That was another big change, and none
Yeah.
of this, what we do now, would have been possible with us doing. All right, everybody, switch scene in 3, 2, 1.
Oh my
Yeah, it wouldn't
God,
have-
could you-
yeah, that
I
would've been
could-
terrible.
and so that actually brings up something that I didn't have on here, but I'm glad we talked about. Like, so we give props to everybody that, again, every single one of us brings something to this show and to the group, and we all have our individual duties, and we're all kind of working in that, right? And so one of the things that I didn't really ever think about either too, was just like what it takes to host. Like I was just like, oh, I'm just used to hosting the show and hitting the buttons and moving things and whatever else. And it wasn't until actually this year, I think it was whenever I haven't had, I don't know if it was an episode, but I had gotten, no, I was
You
in
were out
the,
from the
this is
convention,
when-
right?
No. This is when I had my health scare and I was in the ICU and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And Enigma had to take over and host.
It's actually the next moment.
Oh,
if
is it?
you-
Is it? Oh, okay. Well,
Oh, there
mine.
you go.
I
Perfect
will-
transition.
I will-
Perfect
move over.
transit. One of the first times he's actually done it.
Yeah.
100
Wait, wait,
episodes.
wait. It couldn't have been-
Episodes, he finally nailed a transition.
Wait.
I'm not saying that this was the exact moment, but this is
Oh.
the catalyst. So this was the first time that
Oh,
the
the
sick puppy
dog.
dog.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
this was
Oh,
the first
fuck
time that the
dog,
cursed
bro.
fucking sick puppy
My
dog came
curse.
around.
Oh,
Oh, and
So,
that is
yeah.
so jarring going from the beard to no beard.
yeah.
I forgot
Yeah.
about this fucking dog.
So
bro.
if you guys don't know, there for a while, like you said, we had Scruffy. I think was the initial catalyst.
he's
for
the
it.
one
He
that kicked
got
it
sick.
off.
I was that kicked
He
it off. I
got
remember
he
what I
got
was
sick.
with.
I think you had COVID, or no,
I
you
think
didn't have
it was this-
COVID.
When was this posted? When was this round?
I don't remember. I
was
had
5
no fucking
months
clue.
ago,
You-
so-
yeah, it was a while ago, but
I don't know
you
what I
you
had,
were
but I
sick
was
with
out. I was
something.
sick.
I don't remember what it was, but yeah, we had posted this and like legitimately this was a last minute decision. Like Sin was like, "What should I put for Scruffy? What should I put for Scruffy?" And I'm like, "I don't know. Just go and find a fucking picture of a sick person or something." He's like, I got it, bro. I'm gonna bring a dog on with a cone." And I'm like, "Oh, okay, dude, whatever. Fucking,
Little
I guess
did
that
he know.
works."
Little did he know.
dude,
Little did he know that dog would go through
Fucking-
every fucking one of us.
I can tell you right now, anytime I see a dog with a cone, I run the other direction, man.
Yeah, every one of us. It went through from Scruff, I think Bill, or no, it was Scruff, myself, I think.
I was the
Bill-
last one, I think.
Were you? I
Yeah,
thought that
I
it was
think-
myself. It was myself or Scruff, myself, Sin for like a week and a half to 2 weeks or 3 weeks, but probably more than that. Because we went through like I think we went through like 4 or 5 podcasts without you, didn't we? Like
Yeah,
five,
you,
four or
were, you
five,
had that health
maybe even
scare.
6.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
that was when we were still doing bi-weekly, so it wasn't
We
that
were
many podcasts.
Yeah. I thought it was like
2.
4.
It was like 2 or 3.
I
Yeah,
thought
I
it
don't
was
know.
4. It was a
Maybe.
while. He was out for like a
He
month
was
and
out
a
for
half.
a good,
almost
yeah.
2
He was out
months.
for a good chunk, yeah.
So But yeah, he went through all of us, every one of us, and
made this round.
we will never again use that.
That dog will never show back up.
Yeah. I in fact, I was like really hesitant about even fucking introducing it because I'm afraid it's gonna do it again. Just having it on the podcast.
And you know what? I am 2 weeks out. I swear to God, I'm 2 weeks out.
2 weeks
going
out
to fucking TwitchCon, bro. This
TwitchCon,
fucking dog.
man.
Oh man, I'm gonna have to go get like saged. But no, this was also one of the times where Enigma had to host, and it was coming back
it's
to
hard,
hearing
man.
to hearing Enigma being like, bro,
I
take it back.
100% like yeah.
He was exhausted by the end.
I give you mad props, man. Like it is not an easy job. Like we shit on you. We kind of tease you about it, but like it's not easy, man. Like having to deal with like transitions, where this goes, who's the video feeds, what the video feeds are doing, if every keeping track of the chat, everything like that. It's not an easy job, man. Like I give you mad props.
I put this shit on my resume. What are you talking about, bro?
Yeah, dude. No.
Hell yeah.
Wait, I've put the podcast on my resume before too.
Wait, have you really? Have you really put it on your?
I got a job at Target once. I was like, yeah, I'm part of like this online team. We do a podcast and everything. And like, oh, really? Like, okay. Like,
Oh my God.
I was kidding. Job, man.
Oh shit,
No,
that's hilarious, dude.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I mean, the thing about it is that like if you were going out for like some kind of like content creation job, like a producer or something like that, like this would be an amazing thing to put on your resume, honestly.
Yeah. I mean, it all goes for like an online portfolio of like.
Well, look,
I
can tell you right now, this is how I got. It wasn't just the pre-patch podcast, but like this is how I got into the video game field was content creation and doing things like this. So, lesson, right, for anybody that is listening, one of our listeners or anything like that, like if you want to get into something in the gaming industry or the streaming industry, it doesn't just have to be a streamer. You can use tools like this. Go on, grab a camera, start up a podcast. Not about video games, but about maybe, I don't know, tops or pickles or whatever you want to do.
Pickles.
Yeah, but no, just start
pickle podcast.
Yeah, but that would still be pee. They can't do that either. So
they can't do that. Yeah.
Pre-pickle podcast.
Pre-pickle podcast. Oh, that's not bad. Yo, we could be like a Food Network kind of thing.
We're gonna be a we're gonna be a podcast strictly about cucumbers.
Yeah, I mean, you can pickle more than
podcast, guys.
You can pickle more than 100. Yeah. It's the pre-patch.
Every week we pickle something new. Tune in next week.
There you go.
Hey man, that's a good
week,
bro. I'm gonna tell you right now. I guarantee you that would hit on TikTok. If you don't think that would hit on TikTok, you're fucking crazy.
It would.
That's it. We're adding a new segment. We're adding a new segment.
Oh god.
But yeah, start up a show. Get out there and just try it because it really can lead to a lot of different places. So. All right, I think this one is just episode.
That's all of
one.
mine.
Yeah, this.
So
I think I grabbed episode number 1. This is just the start. So, all right. So this one is fuck, man. Look at what is Scruffy? What is this, bro? What is this look of just pure fucking like? Just hold on.
Oh god.
Look at this chat. What is this, bro?
I'm not even gonna lie. You look like Pee Wee Herman right there. Like not even like not trying to be mean, but you like look like Pee Wee Herman.
Bad pause.
I'm trying to figure out why. I'm trying to figure out why I'm in a vest.
Yeah, dude, you're rocking this
god.
this
I look like I'm about to be a
biker-
Chippendales dancer, like live on the stream.
Oh god.
Maybe that's
It
why I
looks
had
like
the music. That was it.
Oh yeah.
Gave me the
There you go.
vibes.
On this one, you're the ghosts, and you're all
Yeah,
washed out now.
I'm whited out on this one. This is when I went through my
Yeah,
weird
man.
lighting phase.
Oh,
So
wow. What is
it-
this? What are we
yeah,
talking
okay.
about
So
here? What-
so on here, I don't know if I'll be able to play. I have like I'm really afraid because the audio is going to fuck up badly. Because of this. So I'm just gonna describe. So what you are doing is describing this extremely intricate game, right? And I don't even know what the game is, but this is before, like I said, before we had video, before we had any
so you
kind
had
of
to
thing.
really, you had to really mold everything out with
Like,
a picture. Like,
Yeah, like so this is I'm not kidding you when this is a minute and 30. Like I could leave this playing and it's gonna go on for
I'm a hand
probably
talker too.
like a good 15 minutes. There is like straight him just describing this one scene. Bill is like is fucking lost in La La Land at this point. I think I'm over here eating like a fucking candy bar.
I've lost everybody.
I was playing a different game completely on my other screen.
What what am I talking about, man?
And
What is
it's
this?
okay.
What am I,
hold on.
describe what I'm
Hold on.
describing.
Yeah, right. Let me see. Hold on. I'm so
interested. And then
expecting something way different. I thought you were gonna be like, you can play with like
I mean, the game is mature. There's
butt plugs or something. I don't know. Well, butt plugs.
no,
There we
not
go.
even
Talking about butt
wrong.
plugs.
I immediately get interested in the conversation again.
Yeah, yeah.
It's really cool. It's got a quest system too.
Here,
Oh,
it's
wow.
I don't know.
A
It.
whole face that gives you a
I'm trying
quest
to.
do something
I'm really worried about the audio.
skills and
Oh,
everything.
hold on.
The way that the rogue
Going
light
to this,
aspects work is
25.
really nice because you progressively get levels as you kill monsters, get XP through
It's-
floors and whatnot. And
Levels, monsters.
Floors. I don't know.
So every fantasy RPG.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, there we go. We're good.
It's,
Move
it's,
on.
It's really,
Keep
it's really
going.
tough to
Spiked
fucking
butt
have that
plugs.
audio.
I don't. Huh?
Spiked butt plugs. What?
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, I have no fucking clue. But you went, man. Again, you went on for. This is it right now. 2 minutes straight of talking about this, and it goes on for like another like solid like 4.5 minutes of explaining
Sid's
this
out,
game.
bro.
I'm
He's
done.
out. He's gone.
Like, you fucking I just walked off, bro. I completely just, and he's still going. He's still fucking going. It's fucking
This is
wild,
what
man.
happens when you give me the spotlight, man. You just give me my
Just-
time to shine.
It
Oh,
was
God.
great.
No, but I mean that's the thing too, is like of how much I feel like I've personally like developed on this show myself. Before, when we first started the show, I had no clue on how to podcast. I mean, I still don't, to be clear. But you know, I would go on these tangents and I would just talk about anything. I would choke up on. I'm like, what am I talking about? In my mind, I'm like, what's going on and everything. So obviously, you know, you guys giving me this time to shine right here, just talking about whatever I'm talking about. I'm just in my own world. Like,
You're
yeah,
fucking
this
loving it,
is-
dude.
Yeah, I'm doing awesome, man. I'm
He's having-
sorry.
he's
This
living
is
his
my
best
favorite
life,
game
man.
Ever, you know, spiked by butt plugs and everything. I mean,
Look,
this is great.
He's
And-
living.
and
He
you
over there
guys
living
are
his
just
best
like-
life, man.
Yeah, you
Look
guys are
at
just
me,
like,
look at
"All
me
right,
and Bill,
what
bro.
is
If you're
going
not
on here,
talking about
guys?"
mirror images, you're talking about angel and demon, bro. Just on the shoulder right here. Like it's
Oh my
just
gosh.
hilarious. Still going. I'm I'm gonna leave this here. I'm gonna leave this here as we discuss the rest of them. I'm gonna see how long it goes for. All right. So this one, well, what was this one? Okay, this is.
I'm
all right.
underwater now.
You're underwater. I
you
don't know.
under
I don't
the
know why
water?
we changed. I don't
Under
know.
the sea.
We changed things, but
I probably shouldn't
So-
sing that. We're gonna get fucking copyrighted by Disney.
Disney. So this also too, when we were, I think solely on Spotify. I don't think we had gone. I don't know if we had gone to Anchor.fm yet.
Oh yeah, probably. Just
We
Spotify.
didn't go to
No,
Anchor
we
until
didn't.
like middle of that second rendition. So yeah,
Yeah.
we were still just uploading to Spotify, I think.
So this, okay, if you're again new or new-ish to the show, you may not know that I used to have a temper. I used to have a salt problem. I used to be. No, I still am. I am very much of the combatant. I know my role and I play to my character
Sin's always
very
trying to fight
well.
us.
Where
always trying to fight us.
I try to pick one or multiple of somebody on the show and just go to blow with them each episode. This one in
Usually it's me.
particular, yes, this one in particular, Biomutant. Holy
Yeah, we had a
shit.
heated discussion on this, dude. Yeah.
Holy hell.
Is this the one Enigma you were telling me about where like Sin's like, what are you guys playing? And I'm like, Biomutant.
Yes, yes. This is the one where literally the start of the like Sin or Scruffy just like blew the fucking eardrums out on the first like 5 seconds of the podcast. Sin's like, so what are we playing today, guys? And Scruff just leans in right into his microphone and goes, Biomutant. And I'm just like, my ears, what are you doing?
Yeah.
This is when we didn't have a noise gate on our audio
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
so-
Which I should have put on. I didn't think about it for my streaming room. But yeah. As long as, in fact, Scruffy, we still
Am I still
yeah,
going?
yeah, you're still going. Still going, man.
Yeah, still going.
Still going. All right, good. Scruffy check. All right. So as long as that was going for Scruffy, I was literally just blasting into Biomutant. And this is probably one of my like bigger rage-filled moments. I mean, I've had a numerous ones, but
Yeah, you did not like Biomutant like
dude,
at all, man.
this one was a big fucking blow up. I still to this day I listen back to those, like, those are really great points that I was making. Those other one, those other three are fucking morons.
Those are terrible
but,
points.
yeah, no, it's yeah, dude, I hated that game.
I don't know why. Yeah,
because it's
I mean,
shit.
I remember
I
sitting on the
will-
sidelines of this
looking. So wait.
conversation.
I remember.
So
why.
looking
It was the
looking back at it
narration.
right now, yeah, looking back at it right now, I will concede in that
Yeah.
like it didn't do as well as I was hoping for, and it probably was not a very good game. I will admit to that.
Yeah.
But I still had fun with it, man. Like I had a lot of fun with it.
My
don't know.
the arguing points that we were arguing here was the fact that I did not like how it locked you off based on like choices that you made, but like it had the skill tree, and then it like was like, oh, you can go down this route, but as soon as you chose this one thing, it like locked off like 10 of them.
Yeah.
And so then you're like
Yeah.
really pigeonholed into only being able to have like 3 abilities, and it's like, why the fuck give me this illusion of choice when it's really not there? And you guys are trying as best you can to calm the Hulk down and be like, no, listen, it's not, you still get choice, and what, blah. And I'm not listening to it. I'm not having any of it, and I'm just like going ham on it.
That's
The
the
rage was too
description of
fueled.
every. I was about to say that's the
Yeah.
description of every time that you go into a range like this. We can't ever get through to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's why sometimes we like to just poke the bear too and just have
Fuck
fun.
Yeah,
yourself.
exactly.
Yeah.
How about
It is.
that?
It really
Yeah.
is.
How
It's
about
it's,
that?
it's clippable moments.
I was
Go
trying
fuck
to
yourself.
find the one of the biggest fights you and I got into, Sin.
Actually,
it was
go ahead.
Do you
I
have
think I think no, but I think I'm hoping. I think it's about what I think it is. But go ahead.
Godfall.
No, never mind.
Okay.
Oh, there's 2 then.
No.
There was 2.
I looked for. I think me and you had a fight once too, and I was looking for that, but I couldn't find it.
I mean, it's,
Yeah,
I
it
think
was
you've
the
gone through us
Godfall
all.
conversation. Which
Yeah.
one were you
Yes.
thinking of?
What
Sin?
Yeah, he's gone through
so
us.
before we go to the hold on a sec. Okay, no, done. I think you're nope. Bill's talking. All right, cool. So
Oh, yeah.
you stopped
So
talking.
like 15 minutes.
Yeah. So the one that I am thinking of specifically, and I tried having Enigma find it.
I couldn't
cannot,
find it,
I
yeah.
cannot figure out where it's at. Is Resident Evil 8. Me and you, we didn't
Oh,
necessarily
shit,
get
yeah.
like super into it, but it was definitely like a we had a moment of like go fuck yourself to each kind of stance.
I remember
and-
that fight.
yeah,
Yeah.
and it was about Resident Evil 8, and I will be more than happy to admit on a second episode that I was wrong. I will eat crow. I did not like, from what I had saw of the previews and I think the demo, because this was before it had come out. I had watched, or right as it had come out, I had kind of watched some
You were
previews of
watching
it
people that
and,
day,
and play it, and I was just like, I can't fucking stand this. I think this is stupid. And went ham into that game. And then I made it a point and had made a promise to Bill that I was going to watch him play it so that I would, I think that it's only fair. So I watched Bill play through the entire playthrough. One of my, a really great moment. I recommend going to Bill's channel and watching his playthrough of Resident Evil 8.
Hey.
It's a phenomenal video series of that. Fell in love with it, whether it was Bill's sexy beard or it was the amazing gameplay that I was watching. I came, and the very next episode came in and said, you know what? I apologize. I was completely wrong. And we had a, I think, I don't know if it was on the show. I know I apologize on the show, but I also know that I went into your channel specifically and wanted to have a discussion about it on one of your streams. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
I think we had the conversation when I was starting the knife only run on it.
So I looked at the knife only. Yeah, and that maybe that's where it was, because I looked and looked to try to figure out where the fuck that was at.
That was the
because I
one where we had
hoping
the
to find it.
conversation, like, yeah, just you and me. But
Yeah. So that was the one I was thinking of specifically. Godfall. What was Godfall? Did I really?
oh,
missed
you
Godfall?
you loved Godfall, and I just said it was a shitty game.
Well, that makes sense. You're fucking
And
wrong.
you-
It's a great game.
and you were defending it.
Uh,
It was
That was a heated one.
We went in circles for about 40
We
minutes
did,
on that one.
yeah.
We had, I think Enigma was like, okay, you guys just need to shut up. We need to
Yeah.
move on.
yeah. And also too, that shows too, like our progression, right? Of like timekeeping. Like we would go and fucking go and go and go. And I remember multiple times after the show, we would have to sit down and be like, we got to get better
There
about
was a
this, man.
few.
We gotta
Yeah.
stop just going in circles.
We still have
Um,
to do it. We what are you
yeah,
talking
we
about?
still
There
have to
were a few.
remind
We
ourselves.
still
Yeah.
have to do it.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
doing it in the chat right now.
Yeah, I got it, man. I got it. I'm going, bro. We got plenty of time. Don't worry. All right. This one is actually a viewer submitted of one.
Where's your camera? What's going on with the cameras? Is that what this one is? Is it just our fuck up? Like every time we fuck up the cameras,
Wait, what?
Wait, what?
What's going on?
the cameras on it.
What's wrong?
I don't know if I'm looking at the same one as you guys, but the cameras were all screwed up.
I have no
I
idea.
don't know.
I'm looking.
I don't know what
I
you're
don't
looking,
know.
but this was a recent one. This is when Bill was
Yeah,
rocking
this is-
that nice.
Oh, I'm
bathrobe.
behind. I'm behind
Yeah.
on the YouTube. Never mind.
Okay, yeah, this is one of our community members, Holy Pika, kind of put this in, and I don't know.
This was
why-
Bill's.
Did you say
big-
why?
Oh, this was me raging out on
Yeah.
fucking this my catchphrases these days with consolidation and physical discs.
Physical
there it
discs,
is.
man.
There
Yep.
it is. Digital. Yeah, no. Oh, okay. Well, there you go. So, this was the last week's episode. You should go back and watch that one.
Billy's
Yeah.
staple. Yeah.
I
And,
got pissed.
It's so much of a staple that when we were talking about the conspiracy theory for the global Amber Alerts turning everybody into zombies, I was like, bro, if you guys turn into zombies, I'm just gonna go and wrangle you guys up, and we're gonna have a podcast. So I'm gonna be like, hey, Bill, so what do you think about digital versus physical discs? Oh, you're right, man. Digital discs are terrible, man.
This actually, it's hilarious because even right here in chat, Pika is saying, "Wow, I've never seen Bill this heated."
Yeah, he got a little heated.
That was
Yeah.
that was that.
We all
one,
have our
so.
heated moments.
We
I
do.
had one recently
That's the
with,
best.
with Modern Warfare 2. I got pretty.
That's
Yeah.
angry
the
on
that's the
that.
best.
Yeah.
Like honestly, that is the best
Yeah.
part about our podcast. I think is that like we all have our own opinions, and like sometimes they clash. Like sometimes they clash with each other, and we get a
Sometimes
little
they
heated. But
clash.
I think
I'd
it's
say
I
more
think it's
often
a
than not.
it does, yeah. I
Yeah.
think it's good content, man. I think that
Yeah.
having a
'Cause, I mean, that's everybody.
having a podcast where it's just a bunch like one person with a bunch of yes men is a boring fucking podcast. Like
We're not all gonna be sins bitches.
What is it- what is it that they
yes to
say-
Everything that he likes.
what is it that they say in Hollywood? Drama sells, not sex sells, but there's another one that's like it's like drama.
Please get
I'm not having
publicity.
sex with any of y'all. I'm just putting that.
Yeah,
out
you
there.
are, bro. What are you talking about? You would love it.
Shut up. You.
Anyways,
I mean, I don't know if he's down with a robot.
It's just a vibrator at this point. Anyway.
you know it, baby.
Okay. Well, guys, that recaps our favorite moments of the show, and like I said, 100 episodes. It has been an amazing ride, and I look forward to 100 more episodes, and it's going to be great to see in 200 episodes how we progressed there. And I could tell you, like, every week we sit down and we mull over, like, how do we make it bigger, how do we make it better, and the
How do
very
we make
first
the
thing that
PP bigger?
the very first thing that comes out of
Snake.
everybody's mouth is saying you got to stop playing all these fucking games because we don't have enough time to do anything else.
It's
So,
true. It is accurate.
which is a great segue into, hey, what we've been playing, and look who's been playing a new game. I've been playing something new.
Shocker.
Shocker.
Wow.
The only new game this week, and of
Yeah.
course it's Sins.
This game actually looks badass.
Yeah.
I caught your
Yeah.
stream of it earlier, and it's really cool. I might actually pick this one up because I love Slay the Spire. And
Yeah,
this art style has me hooked.
yeah, it's
It's good looking.
so I had followed it and wishlisted, and then Scruffy kind of messaged me and let me know that it had come out. And there's the publisher behind it, I think, is Goblins I'll have to go and look exactly at the publisher that's behind the game.
What's it called? What's it called? Ian?
It's called
Beneath
Beneath
Orisa?
Orisa, ORESA. And
It's Broken Spear and Goblins Publishing. Yeah,
Goblins
Broken
Publishing.
Spear Inc. is the developer. Goblins Publishing is the publisher.
so the publisher, I would actually recommend following pretty close if you do like indie games or roguelike games. They have been pumping out some amazing stuff that like immediately
they
goes
did
on my
Heroes
wish list
Hour.
if I don't,
Okay.
I don't purchase it.
Yeah. Yeah, they did Heroes Hour. Heroes Hour is a really, really good like top down callback to like those old RPG systems.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I remember Heroes Hour.
So
Yeah.
so what this is, right? This is a card. So Slay the Spire, right? It's a card-based roguelike system where you do runs through a kind of predetermined path. You get to choose a little bit, and then you build a deck, and then you fight enemies. This takes it one, like Bill said, the art style. I fucking love the art style in this. It's so gorgeous. It's so cool. And the camera angles that they choose to do brings me to like a fight in tight spaces. I don't know if you guys remember that game.
Yeah, I know exactly
where
what
yeah.
you're talking about.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And it's because again, like whenever I eventually stop talking and doing something here, like you basically go in and you fight. And so now the camera changes, and now you've moved in, and it's not only that you're getting close into combat with these characters, but like certain moves need to be based on being far. Some of them need to be close. Some of them need knockbacks. Other ones have like do damage around the target. So like you have to think very strategically on how you are actually attacking these enemies. The other thing, this is brutal, man. They throw you in with zero fucking understanding of it. They're just like, here, go. And you have to learn like symbols. You have to learn all this kind of stuff right off the fly. I did not see a tutorial. There was no like, this is how it works. It was just jump in and go. That's probably
like
a
that, though.
flaw, honestly.
Nah, nah.
Maybe in today's age, a lot of games back then threw you in without tutorials, but now
Yeah,
everything
I
is a
mean, if
tutorial.
somebody doesn't
People
have the
rely-
attention
people
span to
rely on
focus
that
up,
stuff.
Yeah,
and
I mean,
play,
it's just
but-
it's just certain things on here.
Yeah.
I do wish that they kind of would have explained a little bit. Like, there's certain things that you don't know. Like, there's one of these like abilities.
Isn't this in early access though?
I believe so. I think you got.
Yeah, I think it is.
You guys can take a look.
Doesn't look like it.
Is it not? Is it out? Is it full
There-
out?
No EA
No, or-
tag.
okay. So then I think it was in early access, but there's some things that like it says like for instance the virus stuff, right? Like it's a good kind of transition to that. Like I did not know what the virus stuff was, and I just was like, why am I getting these viruses? I thought they were just kind of negative effects that happen to you and you need to burn them. But actually, this character specifically, you have cards that give you viruses. Viruses are detrimental effects if you don't use them, which you'll take 2 damage. What I also like about it says 2 non-lethal damage, so it can't kill you. You can't die from that, right? So, but then there are cards that do more different and different things based on the amount of virus cards that you have in your deck. But if you use one of the virus cards to not take the damage, then that burns that virus card out of your deck, and now you're gonna maybe lose some of that special ability. One of which is
Right.
like, you might do 14 damage to one enemy or near enemies, but if you have 3, then you'll deal 14 damage to all enemies. And then if you have 5 or 8 viruses in your deck, you'll deal 18 uninterrupted damage. So it's a really cool mechanic. And then you have like companions and all these other kind of things that you can.
Yeah, I
you can
didn't
add
notice that
on.
you brought a companion in at the start. I missed the very beginning. What did the companions do specifically?
Yeah, so
'Cause they obviously don't help you fight, even though he has a big sword. It's kind of slacking, if you ask me. But
So actually they do. You have, as you further get along, like you'll unlock the ability to have like companion attack cards, which your companion will then engage in combat with you as well. So you do have an ability to bring them in, but they also in turn have special things. So whenever you get to like kind of pivotal split moments, it will allow you, like the one I was rocking used to be like this med bot. So when I got to one of them, it would say, gain a Antiquium, which is like an always on buff. But then it also says that you need to have your companion will get this, and your companion's ability will kick off. Which that one it gave me a injectable, right? That would give me bonuses. So
Cool.
they do. You just have to have those moments happen for the companion to kind of enter combat.
I'm sorry. Are you done yet? You've been talking for a while. I feel like.
So at least I could show it, bro. I'm not anyway.
Listen, you have that privilege. I had to describe it.
Yeah.
in detail.
Yeah.
But yeah, so this is Beneath Orisa. I really recommend, again, if you like roguelikes, if you like deck builders, if you like Slay the Spire, this thing is I mean,
much is it?
phenomenal. 17. Somebody's gonna have to check because again I can't pull it up. I think- I wanna say-
24.99.
Is it 24? It was on sale for 17.
It's not-
99, even at $25,
$25.
I think
yeah.
it's well worth the price for $25.
Yeah, I might pick this one
It's
up.
a
This
very
looks like
appealing game. Yeah, it gives like Mad for the King vibes too. Honestly.
Yeah, that's what I looked at when I was looking at it. I was like, man, this looks like a better version of like For the King, like a better
Yeah,
graphically
or like a
version
good
of For the
alternate,
King.
like
yeah.
because For the
I
King's
do-
great. Speaking of For the King
Yeah.
2,
Yeah, For
Coming
the
out in a
King 2
month.
coming out here pretty quick.
yeah,
I do dig the
Looking
dynamic
forward to that.
camera.
Yeah.
Kind of gives me that Final Fantasy 13 camera vibe, and
For sure. Yeah.
Slay the
It's-
Spire was great. Yeah, this is gonna be a
Yeah.
Steam Deck classic. I feel like.
Oh, for sure. Yeah,
Oh,
no,
yeah.
absolutely. So that's Beneath Orisa. I definitely recommend checking it out. All right. So we are going to move into the news segment where we're going to be covering
Wait,
all the different
Wait,
kind of
you only
gaming
have
news.
one game?
One game. That's it.
What?
That's
Wow.
it, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Holy shit! This is a first in 100
We've-
episodes, guys.
We've all been playing Siege, fuckwad. I can't say so. I will say that I am getting goaded by my brother to play New World, and I'm
Oh
Really?
god.
trying
See, like,
not to.
Wait, are we?
Don't
We're talking about?
leave
Are we talking about
Siege
that
for
tonight?
We
New
can.
World.
Sure, go ahead.
Is that on or because man,
it's not
It
on there.
wasn't on, but
ain't that some shit?
Yeah.
Ain't that
Let's
some
go ahead
shit?
and talk about it.
Enigma? Yeah, $30.
Yeah.
And what do
30
you get-
bucks.
What do you
What?
get for that?
Oh, yeah,
Enigma?
let
Would
me-
you like to? Would you like to?
30 bucks for a new weapon and a mounts that should have been in the
New mount.
game when the fucking game released.
30
Weird.
bucks.
Let me,
How much was the Cyberpunk DLC? 20?
Yeah.
I thought that was 32.
30 bucks?
Oh, it was the Cyberpunk DLC was 30. Yeah, but like you
Yeah.
got fucking
But-
how much content did you get for the Cyberpunk versus that?
New.
and-
oh.
So I'll say
well,
like okay, it's nice that at least like they did do something alongside like what Cyberpunk did, just in a worse way. But they had a big major update that did a lot of bug fixes, all that kind of stuff, added new
I will
like,
say that, yeah.
systems. So they
From what
gave
I've
you a
heard, there is a
free
bunch of
update.
yeah.
Yeah, that fixed a lot
Well,
of shit. It was a good
And see
update,
that's
from what I hear.
that's the thing with Cyberpunk, they did the free
Right.
update to fix all
They
their
did
shit
a
for
update
free.
too. So that was great. On both sides, good big free updates are great. Cyberpunk, on the other hand, gave a $30 expansion with tons of content, a whole game's worth of content and more. You know, New World. Here's the $30 expansion. You can get mounts now, which should already been in the game, and a flail. Yeah,
I don't
you can
even
level up
think
to
there's a-
65 now.
I don't even think there's a new area, is there? I think you're still in the
so
same area.
actually,
No, I think
no,
there-
actually, what they did, right, was they took an area that pre-existing
Yeah, first light,
and
right?
they locked it out to
Yeah.
only
Wow.
people that have the
Yeah.
expansion.
Holy
I heard about that.
shit,
They took
dude! So
First Light and
so-
made it now the expansion area.
Yes.
they actually took away
actually
content
Took
from people
away content. Yeah,
Yes,
To resell it.
yeah.
to resell it for $30.
yes.
Yeah.
And I swear to God, if you go back into this, I will
Wow,
flame the
dude.
fuck out of you.
So from what I've been watching, I've been
Do
watching a little
not
bit of
support
today.
Shitty business practices.
I've been watching a little bit of it today, not because I want to fucking play it, but just because I wanted to get my information straight. Because I did kind of want to talk about it tonight. But from what I've heard from a lot of streamers, it's like if you enjoyed the game previously, you're going to enjoy the new
Yeah.
expansion because it's the same fucking game. Like they've literally done really nothing to it. It's the same shit. It's the same gameplay mechanics. It's
If,
you know
if you're an avid enjoyer of New World, you will
Yeah.
get your money's worth
You'll-
out
you'll
of
get
the
your money's worth.
expansion. But
I
should
did
it have
enjoy
been-
New World. I enjoyed it.
I mean, I enjoy it too.
Well,
And honestly, I want to be totally clairvoyant here. I might go back to
Clairvoyant?
it.
clairvoyant.
Were you
You
gonna
gonna
predict
tell
the
the
future?
Yeah, I'm saying I might go back to it. You know,
That's not
like the
clairvoyant.
future.
Clairvoyant would be like, I am going back to it in this amount of time.
Okay. Well, I want to be totally clear here.
There you
I
go.
might
There you go.
back to it. I was trying to sound smart, okay. And so if I do, but I'm not. I can't see myself picking up this expansion at the $30 price.
I
point,
would do
you
it
know?
at 30.
Can
Yeah,
you,
I'd
I
wait
would
you
do
until
it
hover
as
the
a 10.
mix? I want to see what the exact percent is right now. I know it's only 500 and some reviews, but I'm
See,
curious.
no, this isn't
63%.
Ew.
this is an expansion that in my eyes is worth $10.
This is an expansion that in my eyes should have been free.
Yeah,
Yeah,
especially
to be
since they
completely
pulled out
honest,
tend to
especially
resell
since it was-
If they
If
wanted
you-
if they wanted to sell it, which is the wrong
Yeah.
move in the first place, if you want to bring your community back, it
Well,
should have
that's
been
yeah.
nothing more than $10.
That's what you're seeing here, right? Like,
Yeah.
you know, I rarely post reviews, but I really have to, can't recommend first. This is on expansion. This is a paid for patch with limited content. and again,
Jesus.
as a returning player, it's a problem. And I think you guys hit the nail on the head. Like, for a game that you needed to have them come back,
Yeah.
people to come back, this shouldn't have been either
I mean,
at $30, this should have had chock full of fucking a whole
It should
new
have had a lot more.
continent,
Yeah.
all this other kind of shit. And
Well, and yeah, exactly. That's the thing is like there is an argument to be made like maybe their expansions should be paid because Final Fantasy does it and they're even on a subscription model. This game is a pay to play once, so that's nice at least. You pay $40, you can play the game forever. Then given
I really feel like pushing it towards Final Fantasy's expansions is really fair.
I know. I'm just giving an example.
And I'm giving that in the form of like them. I'm telling that for them.
Although that's what I'm saying is like on the other side of things that goes against that argument is their expansions actually have a shit ton of content, whole new worlds of content,
entirely new worlds in most cases.
Is not a new world at all.
There's no new worlds.
World less. It's
oh shit! There's a season pass too.
Yeah, that's what I was going to point out.
It doesn't come with the DLC.
No, it's not. That's the only thing I was going to point out. So the
how much is that?
The season pass is, I think it's $10 or $15. So you have to pay for that on top of buying the game.
Sin, please waste your money on Siege. Buy some more Elite skins. Don't get this DLC.
The one thing that I will give them at least they didn't do a fucking like fresh start server, which is what I would have thought they would have done as Amazon. But I guarantee you that's coming.
I guarantee they had to they because of this and let's talk about a few things here that is a plight in this industry that we have and a problem, right? So again, if you're not familiar with New World is an MMO, and this is an MMO that is owned and developed by Amazon. What else does Amazon own, boys and girls? Let's have a little lesson here. They own Twitch, right? What does that mean? That they're going to do Twitch drops for this? What does that mean? That they're going to grab big streamers. They may pay big streamers, which is again perfectly fine, no issue.
They've already grabbed Shroud.
Pay the streamers. That's their job, right? But then in turn, what happens there? Well, people see it and they get, oh fuck, like, man, I want to, like, they see people having fun. I want to get into this, right? And so then they get into it, which then spike numbers up. So then what happens? Now they have massive queues. So then what does the company do? Oh, instead of spending money in developing better content, things like that, they now open new servers. Well, then what happens there? Those servers get populated, the game falls off, those servers die, they then have to merge servers. So it's just like this, like it's
a constant revelation. Yeah. And honestly, it's the same thing with like Eastern MMOs, dude. Like they're taking the same route of like Eastern MMOs and that's why I'm saying that I guarantee you that fresh start servers will be a thing at some point.
Again,
it's sad too, because I said this in someone else's chat that New World, like,
it was a good premise.
Has a really good
like
foundation.
the bones were good. Like the foundation was extremely good.
100+ hours out of it and have enjoyed my time on it. It's just there's not enough to keep you, especially in endgame.
Yeah,
and that's what I heard is this was that people were hoping that this was going to solve that and fix that endgame issue that they have, but it did it doesn't.
Also,
I will say that going back to kind of the history of the pre-patch team, this was the birthing of the Warden, at least. So we have New World to thank for that.
Hey man, anytime I want to knock off some fishermen.
According to Sin, this wasn't the birthing of
fishermen. What? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
According to Sin, this wasn't the birth of the Warden. According to Sin, we've been calling him the Warden for years, which is false. It's a complete fucking lie. Nobody called you Warden.
Is that what you?
It's what he said, dude. It's what he said when he was fucking being the Warden. He was like, "Yeah, these guys have been calling me Warden for years, bro." I'm like, "Who's been?
Wait,
who are you talking about?
Some sort of kink you're into, Sin?"
First off, that sounds like something I would say, but I don't remember saying that. So maybe I do. I don't know. We'll have to find it somewhere. For proof, if there's no proof, it didn't happen.
Oh shit.
But the other thing that I want to point out for this game is that also they did like the biggest no-no that you could do in MMOs when it comes to quests. They made quests clickable or items for a quest line that is a main story quest line receivable by only one person at a time. And
Oh
that's
Yeah.
god! So you have to fight over loot.
you have to fight
Oh.
off of the some of these main quest drops and stuff like
Oh,
that.
Gosh,
And
so
there's
you're
no
there for
instant
hours.
there's hours, yeah. And the I don't know if they have fixed it in sense, but the respawn rate of said thing was like anywhere between 15 to 25 minutes. So
That's crazy.
you're talking
Well, you know why they're doing that though. It's to keep people in the fucking game so that they can show off how many people they have playing their video game at any given time.
Yeah.
Like that's
yeah,
what they're
maybe
doing.
for a short while, but that gets
Yeah.
old fast, man.
No,
That's
no,
not, that's
I'm
not a
not.
good
Yeah,
strategy.
I'm not saying it's a good strategy. I'm just saying
Yeah.
that that's what they're doing. They're doing it so that they can pad
Well,
their
they think
numbers.
that's what they think that's going to happen, but it's just
Yeah.
gonna lead to an immediate drop off at some point.
I mean, what I
I'm
hope
also getting strong Final Fantasy 16 ripoff vibes with the wolf and the soldier.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
what I hope for this is though is that New World does have a No Man's Sky moment, because again, I think that
Out.
Yeah, come
on now.
I doubt it will, but I can still hope, because I do think that it is an MMO that went to an area that we don't see very often, right? It went to a genre, or not genre, but time
world.
frames,
Yeah.
style that we don't really see too much, and there are some good things in it, like I will say, like, I love the crafting system. I
there's
think
a
the
lot of
crafting
good
system is
things in it.
really fucking dope, but yeah,
The
I don't
world's
know.
nice. The feeling, like the atmosphere and everything of the game is beautiful.
Yeah.
I mean, I've always had a lot of praise for New World, and a lot of whatever the opposite, just doubt of the game too. of
Complaints.
Yeah.
Yeah.
complaints,
So,
and yeah.
I don't
so
know.
it's just
Maybe
I do
it'll
hope
turn around
for
I
a
hope
better
so.
future for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so let's talk about who unfortunately will not. This is a terrible transition. It's kind of a dick move, but who will not have a foreseeable future is unfortunately the staff for
Oh wow,
Dragon
that was
Age.
harsh.
Sorry, man.
Specifically the quality assurance staff.
Yeah.
So this game's gonna come out a piece of shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
So
go
the
ahead, Nico.
biggest thing with that is like they formed a union to kind of fight against what was some of the unfair workforce or workplace conditions that were happening, which we talked about in the past. Like obviously game development is a rough space when it comes to like the littler portions of
Little
your
guys.
development teams, like the Q&A staff or the the customer service representatives and everything like that. We've seen
Right.
countless of times. I mean, I think that Sony just did it recently where they laid off a bunch of Q&A, or was it Q&A staffs, or was it
Sony and
it might have been
I mean,
Microsoft actually.
You've had a bunch
I don't
of them.
remember.
I mean, they've
It's been a lot.
they all
But
hit-
yeah,
hit.
so these guys basically went in and unionized to try and help fight against that, from what I understand. And yeah, fucking BioWare had nothing to do with that. They were just like, nah, I don't think it was BioWare, was it? Was it their
Well, this is BioWare. BioWare, it's according to Polygon's report, states 13 staff are no longer working on BioWare's long-awaited RPG product. So
Yeah.
Yeah. So the departures follow the layoffs of 50 permanent BioWare staff as well in August, including several veteran team members who had worked at the studio for 20 years, which is huge. That's a long time to work for a studio.
Yeah, just to be laid off.
Just to be laid off. So
I don't know if we have an article up for it, but I can't remember what Sony layoffs there were.
I can't remember what it was either.
But I
Yeah,
know recently they just laid off 25 Naughty Dog members.
that was it. Yeah, we do have that. Yeah.
I mean, it's like the one thing that I'll say, because again, we talked about getting into this industry, but the one cautionary tale that I will say is be careful, because this is an industry that it fluctuates a lot.
Right.
A lot of these games take a long time and a lot of man hours, and when they're out and they're done, that does not mean that you're going to necessarily move to the next project. And so there's an ebb and flow to the technology sector that is very
Man.
Dangerous, and it
There's-
sucks to see people lose their job.
There's a lot of layoffs this week too, because Twitch just laid off a bunch of people as
Yeah.
well, or not a bunch
do
of people,
you
but it
still
was.
think this is all like post-COVID culling? Like, is
Um,
it too far past like the
I don't know
shutdowns
if
and stuff
this
I don't
to,
think-
is
I don't-
COVID?
specifically.
I don't think this was. I think that this is. I will say that unions and unionizing companies, or unionizing inside of a company, scares the upper management. And
Yeah.
there's benefits, but there's also some downfalls. And
Very much, yeah.
this is kind of one of those. I'm not saying that this is necessarily, and it could be a complete coincidence as to why these people were laid off. But
Yeah.
at the same time, like, that kind of happens. So, but I will say, I think a majority of what we are still seeing is still, yes, that COVID kind of fallout. I also think that projects are getting done, right? Also, we are in the middle
Or
of a
being
recession.
dismissed.
Yeah.
We are in the middle of a recession. Money is tight right now. Every dollar that's spent, and not only do we feel that, but also companies feel that, right? So,
Is it global, the recession?
What's up?
Is it a global recession?
I have no idea.
Because I'm not sure. Is BioWare a U.S. company?
I don't think they're owned by Embracer Group. That's not this one.
I think BioWare's a multinational, aren't they? They've got stuff in Canada, stuff
Their
in
headquarters
United
is
States.
in Canada, but they're multinational.
So I think this was specifically in Canada, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I will say that also too. They did file 7 of the 50 people that were laid off are filing a lawsuit seeking further compensation from this. So this is leading me to believe more or less this was more of a not targeted, but kind of targeted. You know what I mean? Like if you're part of the union, if you're unionizing stuff like that, like the company is going to kind of come after you, unfortunately. So but I will say that the shining moment of all this is that as much as I see people getting laid off, you also see quite a bit of other companies that are like, hey, like if you are part of this, like reach out to me. Like I've got open positions. Like the gaming community, I will say does a very good job of making sure that they take care of their own as well. So like there's a lot of an outreach to these people that are affected to try to get them into good positions. So that's also
for sure
nice to see. You don't see that in a lot of places. So
still sad to see layoffs though.
Absolutely. Yeah.
We've had too many recently too, between a lot of
that's what we're
companies.
saying.
Yeah.
I mean, if you hadn't walked off in disgust, you would have been able to hear the.
Well, if you had read the chat, my nose just started leaking and bleeding everywhere.
No excuse. Fight through it, bro. What are you talking about? Shove a tampon in there and let's keep it going.
Listen, Scruffy, you don't have to take that. This was the dude that was eating ramen noodles on stream, okay?
Exactly, man.
Did you say ramen? What the fuck is a ramen noodle?
It's a Gordon Ramsay noodle.
This is a ramen. Don't try to church it up, bro. It's fucking ramen noodles. So, wow, this is all right. This is really big. Thanks, Game Informer. Fuck, dude. It's like half their fucking thing. It's just a full fucking. What am I supposed to be looking at here? I don't know. So, article came out that Atari is revealing a Berserk Recharge, the first Berserk game since 1980s. You know how I know about Berserk? This is a game that I watched from. It's Chasing Ghosts, and it's a documentary about the Twin Galaxy guys and their that whole thing, and that's where I saw Berserk for the first time.
The only thing I think of when I think Berserk is like the manga.
Yeah, that's what I thought of. I'm like,
this is not that. Yeah, no, this is not that. Yeah, this is an old like an old ass Atari game.
It's like your guys' time,
back
right?
in the day. Yeah.
This looks kind of sweet though.
It's good, man. Like the original one was really really good, and this looks like just even better.
Let me see if I can get this.
It kind of reminds me of
this is an old game though. Like
you can, It's I mean, it's an Atari game. You can tell it's an Atari game.
Exactly, because that's how like Legend of Zelda was, and all those old games. Yeah,
this reminds me of kind of like those Bionic Commando remakes that they did. This looks very similar vein to that, like very true to the original, just like shinier.
Yeah. I don't know if it's my steez, but like it looks pretty cool though.
It takes me back to when I was playing on Atari. I had I don't remember.
I remember the fucking stop sign guy.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. I don't remember playing this all that much, but I do remember we had it. I always played
Look at the bouncy faces.
There was a boxing game that I always played on Atari. I can't remember what the name of it was, and then obviously fucking Pac-Man had Pac-Man. Left and right, but yeah,
I love Pac-Man.
This is huge, man. Like I am like really surprised that Atari is even making a comeback. Like I never thought I would see the day that Atari started making games again.
It's on legit. Yeah.
So this is crazy.
I mean, like I said, I do recommend watch it. Chasing Goblins, or Chasing Ghosts, phenomenal documentary. And but they talk about
Oh,
Berserk.
that good old Atari logo, dude, at the end
Yeah,
of that.
man.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh,
that's
that makes
cool.
my heart. That makes my heart.
I will definitely I will buy this and play this for sure.
I'll play it. Yeah, hell yeah.
So it's
I want to see a new Space Invaders. I
No,
think
Space
there was
Invaders.
one.
There was
recently.
one.
You-
Wasn't
There
there?
was
you
one kind of recently.
can't
But
redo Space Invaders. That game
Why
is a
not?
game that because honest to God, that game it's like kind of like Tetris. There's no way to improve that game even from like
I'm not saying improve. Like, why
No,
do they
I-
got to improve it? Just like bring it out again in new graphics. You know.
but why? I don't even think I was actually gonna say I
The
don't even think you
local
need new
barcade
graphics.
that I have actually has a Space Invaders Battle Royale.
Oh my
Space
God.
Invaders
why?
Battle
That's,
Royale.
that's not surprising. There's
Yeah.
a Tetris
So-
battle
so-
royale
so
too.
you're fighting over like score, like killing the
Yeah.
mushrooms and stuff, and then you also need to be the last one standing.
That's like Tetris
Huh.
99.
Interesting. I don't know.
That's
but
gross.
it's cool. I mean, I guess cool concept, but I don't know. I'm just saying, Space Invaders, Galaga, those games,
Hey,
leave them alone.
yeah.
Those games are fucking perfect.
I don't know. I think they can start bringing out a lot of these old games again. It'll be good to see.
I remember there was a I think it was called Helicopter Attack if I remember correctly, but there was it was like an old helicopter game where it was like all pixely. You literally like shot little. It was just like that where you were just shooting like little pixels. I love that game, dude. I played that game so fucking much. It
Was
was
that the 2D one where
so
you're like
amazing.
going
Yeah.
like a side scroller? You're going
Everything was
kinda
2D
up and
back
down.
then. What are you
Dude,
talking
everything
about?
was 2D, bro.
No, I mean like side scroller 2D.
yes, it was a side scroll.
This is more like a 2D isometric almost.
Well, but this was not this.
This was not how it looked though. Yeah,
No,
they did-
like-
you know what I mean though. It was like there was two
Yeah.
kind of, side
Yeah.
scrollers and others.
yes,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
helicopter
I know
attack
what
was a
you're talking
2D,
about,
like
though.
up and down, left
Yeah.
and right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Very
Um,
cool.
I'm excited, man. I'm
man.
excited to see more Atari stuff.
Did
That's gonna be
they-
a good time.
come out with a date and time of when this is November
I
17th.
don't think so.
Yeah, right
Did
here.
it? Okay.
Atari has also revealed that Berserk Enhanced Edition, right here, will come out on November alongside the new Atari 20. Wait.
What? They're coming out with a new Atari?
Atari has also revealed Berserk Enhanced Edition, a 2600 cartridge version of the classic Berserk game.
What?
It has been updated with diagonal firing and blah blah blah, and it launches on November 17th alongside the
That's
new
kinda
Atari
cool.
2600
That
Plus.
Is
What?
crazy.
Yo,
What?
I'm gonna
They're
get
really
that.
hitting that nostalgia.
Which is
right
the
now.
recreation of the original Atari 2600. That's the one that I have.
buying it. I'm owning it. I'm buying it.
Are you gonna
Yeah.
have to blow on cartridges again?
I don't. Yeah, I hope
probably,
so.
yeah.
Again,
I
another
hope so.
better
Yeah.
purchase than the New World DLC.
Better.
There we go. Right.
I mean,
Hey,
Bill
man.
will want to play that because it'll be all physical. You can't
Yeah,
you
it's
can't do
physical,
yeah.
digital on
physical,
Atari.
You goddamn right.
Oh.
He gets it. He gets it.
it only took 100 episodes, but he agrees.
Only took 100 episodes, baby.
Oh man. All right.
Cool.
So moving on. God damn, what is up with
That's
Game
crazy.
Informer and their fucking things, bro? Who? I'm speaking directly to anybody over at Game Informer. Can y'all just not like? There is no reason to take up 3/4 of
You
the
don't want a
fucking
full render
page.
image.
Why? Why do I need this? What is this? Who is this benefiting? Like, I don't understand. So anyway, Naughty Dog is reportedly, as we talked about layoffs, is laying off 25 people. You just mentioned.
Yep.
This is this is the multiplayer game that they were.
Yeah, this is the
Yeah.
multiplayer game that got
Factions.
canceled.
Did
yeah.
This is,
anybody want this? Was this like a clamored after
So-
thing? I mean,
So I'm not gonna lie. Well, my sister for one, me and her were big fans of the original,
Yeah, because the
Last of
first
Us.
one had
and,
multiplayer,
and
didn't it?
we
No,
played.
it was-
I thought it
yeah.
did.
No,
It-
it did.
Yeah, really?
This,
Okay.
this,
My
this is
bad.
what this
Yeah,
game is stemming off
first
of. Is the factions multiplayer mode in the first
Yeah,
one.
it
where
was
you,
factions,
You
yeah.
go, you play online, and you fight against other people, and you upon winning games, you gather more survivors and whatnot for your
Okay.
community
thought,
outside
yeah.
of the game. There was a cool system to it, and honestly, it would make for a really good game. And so I was actually like kind of excited for this. Not that I'd probably get a chance to play it, but my sister would, and I was excited for that front of things. Honestly, it's sad to see because if it doesn't come out now, which this likely
Well,
will put a big halter on it.
It's
mean, it might
not.
still-
As far as I know, I'm pretty sure it's on ice indefinitely.
It's on ice, yeah. So
Yeah,
I don't know. I
so-
mean, it's unfortunate because I really did think
The-
the first
Yeah.
one.
the
had a
reason
lot
the
of
reason why
promise.
the reason why I even posted this was because for one it's bullshit when like bigger studios like this do this and they completely take out like you were saying they completely take out the excitement of somebody that's like, hey, I actually enjoyed that and now they are never going to be able to play that unless
Why
they go
did you
back.
tease me?
Yeah.
But then on top of that, on a more selfish level, When it first released, I was looking at Twitter, and dude, like nobody was talking about this at all. Nothing. Quiet across the board. Nothing. Right. And I had to put up my little Microsoft fanboy sticker. You know, I was like slapping it on. All right, Phil, I got you, boo. I got my knight in shining armor. Where the fuck are all the people that were, whenever fucking Microsoft cancels a game, are like, why would you cancel a game? How dare you? That's ridiculous. Nobody said anything about this.
Crazy, man.
It's
sad, too,
crazy,
'cause,
dude.
Again, this is just another showcase of layoffs in the industry.
I just don't understand it, man. Like the duality of fanboyism, or whatever you want to call it, the duality of tribalism is just
gamers.
insane. It's just insane to me.
Yeah.
The difference thing here, from what I'm reading in the article now, none of this is full-time, long-term staff. This is all contracted staff.
All contractors.
So it's
Well,
not,
still, either way,
it's still
like
people losing
Yeah.
jobs.
yeah,
But
it's not only is people losing jobs, but it's also a game being completely taken out of the hands of people
True.
that
Yeah.
like again, so Sony people, they're like for some of the games that were canceled on Microsoft side, we're just like, why would you do that? That's terrible. How dare you?
yeah,
You know, and nothing is being said about this at this point. So
I will say Naughty
just-
Dog does know
it's
how to do a
crazy.
multiplayer game well, because the Uncharted multiplayer was
Oh,
actually
dude.
pretty fun too.
Those are so good. Yeah. I mean, I feel like the Uncharted and The Last of Us 2 multiplayers were very underrated.
I actually would have
games.
liked to have played it. Like honestly, if they would have released this, which I highly doubt that they would have released it on PC, but if they would have
They've been
released it
doing
on
better.
PC, they have been doing better. I'll give them
I
that.
mean,
Um,
we got the second Horizon coming out here soon.
True. Yeah, true.
But we did get The Last of Us.
I
but
would've-
It looked like a shit show.
Yeah, I would have actually have enjoyed playing like the online, because I don't think that they had the online when they released Last of Us on the PC, did they?
I believe it actually, if I'm remembering correctly, it got shut down. The
I think it got
servers
shut
were
down
stopped,
because it's
were
shut down on
supported.
PlayStation as well.
That's so they didn't
Yeah.
release with it.
So,
since they
I would
stopped
have liked to
supporting
have
the
played it
servers.
because I had heard that it was a really good time as
was,
well.
It was actually a
So-
lot of fun. It was very underrated. It was a big kind of like stealthy
Yeah.
multiplayer like shooter. It was a lot of fun.
So I don't know, man. So it sucks. People losing their jobs, games getting canceled. It's
Well,
never good news for gamers.
what
these
if
days.
I were to tell you that a canceled game may be coming back?
Really?
Really?
Gamer
I
Ant
don't say.
is
Gamer
say-
Ant.
Gamer Ant.
Gamer Ant.
Our favorite reporter.
Gamer Ant.
Our
Game-
favorite ant reporter.
Yeah. Found out that canceled game by Gearbox by the name of Gigantic might be making a comeback. It might be getting turned back on. We don't know
well,
yet.
we don't know.
So
I
essentially-
also don't understand what they mean by Gigantic is making a temporary return.
Yeah,
That's the thing.
so-
This is what they're calling a throwback event, to where it's only playable for this weekend. I don't know
Wow.
if it's the anniversary or whatnot of the game shutting down, but
That's
it's
such
only
that's such a
playable for this
cock tease,
weekend.
dude.
It
That's such a
really
cock
is.
tease.
I-
That would
But-
literally
but-
be like them turning back
I
on
gotta
servers
assume this
for a
is
day.
them just testing the waters, being like, "Hey guys, this game that everyone loved that we just shut down out of nowhere might be coming back. You want to try it out again?"
like literally that would be like them turning back on
Yeah.
WildStar's servers for an hour.
Oh my god,
If they
dude! I
turn
would
that on for
fucking
a-
go
a
so
day,
bro.
and then just shut it down and take
I
it
will,
back.
And just
I
shut it
will
down.
wail so hard to bring that back.
Oh,
I would
God.
wail in the 24 hours. I would
Eventually,
wail
was
so
this-
hard.
we're
Was
eventually
this
we're gonna
like
get to a point.
Overwatch? Like Gearbox?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, there. It was like a what
Go,
was
go
that
download
game?
it. Go download it and play it right now. You can play it for
I
2
did.
days.
'Cause
I
I'm
played
watching
it.
it and it looks more like Smite.
It
It's
kind of
a
like
it's
Smite.
a MOBA. It's
What-
it's like a 5v5
It's not
MOBA
Evolve.
mixed. No,
It's
it is a
You have a
MOBA. It is a
big-
competitive
It's a
game.
MOBA. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like
You have
what's it called?
healers. You
That
have
Crucible. Yeah, that
it's a
Crucible
hero
game.
shooter.
Yeah.
But you have your main objective is to power your gigantic beast on both sides and kill the enemies opposing, which is
Huh.
like their nexus pretty much. But the beast goes and
Gotcha.
attacks pretty
Here's the-
much.
It
here's a
looks
kick-
good.
Low-key, I've
I mean,
never
it
heard
looks
of this
dope.
game.
You know,
Yeah, neither have I.
I
me, I think
never
me
got-
and you, Scruffy,
I
we
think-
played it.
I think I only had like 2 days to play it.
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
then it was taken away.
Did they
Yeah.
cancel it? Was that why
It
it
just
wasn't
shut the,
down.
the server just
just,
shut down.
like,
yeah.
Yeah, they
Wow.
just stopped supporting it one day, and there was like
Yeah,
really no.
I didn't hear
reason
about this.
as to
And
why.
when I
Because it
saw
was
that this,
pretty big, to be honest, too.
yeah, when I saw this headline, I thought it was Battleborn. I got the two games mixed up
Battleborn.
because that was another
Similar
Gearbox game
vibes, yeah.
that got
Yeah.
shut down, and it was
Um,
Overwatch before Overwatch.
I liked
It does-
Battleborn
it-
too. I liked
It
as
does
well.
look really cool. Like I'm watching a video on YouTube about it, and like it does look pretty dope. Like
here's the-
I would like it if they brought it back. That would be cool.
Here's the kicker, right? It's NDA'd, so it can't be streamed.
Wow.
This throwback event
Wow.
is NDA'd.
What a bunch of dicks. GG, Randy, you fucking dick.
It's like this,
Wow, dude.
right here. It says
Thanks, Randy.
Why does it need an NDA if it's just a one-off
That's
weekend?
stupid, dude.
And also, why is it NDA'd when it's a game that already fucking came out? Like it came out in
So
2017,
stupid, dude.
5
That's
years
so
ago,
weird.
and we're getting an
GG,
NDA
Randy.
for it.
GG.
So,
Pitchford, you asshole.
yep.
God
well,
damn, bro.
you know who's not an asshole is Mr. Elon Musk, and Elon Musk.
I don't know. No, I
is-
would,
he's
I would, I
not-
would wager
not
that
an
would
asshole.
depend
I
on
don't
who you're
know.
talking to.
Yeah, maybe it depends, but I don't know. I like the
Speaking of
Musk.
washed out camera,
Yeah.
He is.
So Elon is, he decided to go to Mars, and we're going to be an interplanetary species. He decided to take on the banking system with PayPal. He decided to take on the car industry and go and gas companies and go electric. And now he is taking on the streaming giants of Twitch and YouTube. And it's
how do
basically,
Elon's balls taste?
Huh?
You're shilling for this man so hard.
He showed for this
Yeah,
man
yeah,
forever.
I'm just speaking
You gave us
facts.
a full
I mean,
life
he's
history.
he's
He
got a
bought-
Tesla. He
Yeah,
bought
where
a
did
Tesla
and
truck.
Where did he
for
take
the
you on the first
Cybertruck.
dates in?
Yeah.
Wait, hold on one second.
his
I'm
deposit on
literally
the
stating
Cybertruck
facts.
right
What
away.
are the fucking? Where am I shilling for this? I'm just stating a fact. Like all of those things are facts. Let me mute because I'm hearing his stream. But anyway, he decided to basically do a test stream on X. And yeah,
I refuse to
stream
call it X, by the way. It's still
Diablo
Twitter.
4. Well, whatever. I mean, he's calling it X. It's whatever.
He
It's-
has to do what his what his hero calls it.
Yeah, sure. In Elon, we trust. I got it tattooed on my ass. Anyway,
You have a big X on your ass.
yeah.
Right
So
here,
it's
Elon.
not only mark the spot, baby.
Oh,
But
God.
anyway, it worked. I mean, people said that it was a decent stream. I don't know how much. Obviously, I look at this and I'm like, dude, you're a multi-billionaire. Like you couldn't.
Is
have
it flickering for you guys?
It was.
Like when you
and that was
watch
something
it,
with
does
him.
does it
It-
flicker? Like, is like that's really fucking triggered me.
It's,
he's got like candlelight in the background.
Yeah.
He's really setting the
yeah.
mood for
This so like
stream.
this is his again.
Gaming
This
in
goes.
a razor chair.
This is not
Oh,
us.
God.
This is not us. By the way, trigger warning. If you
Oh,
do have any
God.
kind of like sensitive
Epilepsy.
to I'm just gonna pause it. I'm not gonna play it.
That
Um,
actually
I
hurts
wouldn't
my
play it.
eyes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but anyway, this is on him. It's not on us. So I'm just like, dude, you're a multi-billionaire. You couldn't have fronted some money to get
Well,
your
on-
setup.
On
right?
top of
Like,
that, on top of that, like he literally threw it up in like the most random time, right? And then he couldn't figure out how to make OBS work, and he sat there for like an hour, from what I understand, trying to figure out how to make OBS work. I'm like, dude, you
And this
couldn't have
is one
like
of the
hired
smartest-
somebody,
This is one of
like
the
you couldn't have
smartest men on
hired
earth.
somebody to set this up for you before you did this. Like,
come
come on, man.
he's not okay. So X is also not the only one because Discord is now, which has had this. I think they've had you can obviously
Whoa.
stream.
Yeah, you
to-
you could always stream on Discord. Are we talking
Yeah.
about this now?
Yeah,
And so they are slowly implementing new more features kind of for the streaming front on Discord. But as it stands, really streaming is still just a feature to
It's just for your
enjoy with your
friends.
friends, really.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, it's not like a wide span streaming thing. But I saw this today and I'm like, wow, they're introducing clips now for streams. I mean, they just introduced something else for the streaming front. I'm blanking on now what it was just a couple weeks ago. But they're adding all this new stuff for streaming on Discord, new like channels and whatnot, streaming channels, and I'm just like thinking like, is Discord trying something here? Like, are they planning on getting into like an actual streaming space?
I don't think
Because
so. But go ahead. I mean,
but
go
I
ahead.
can see it. I mean, I don't know why. I can see it them maybe pulling like something like that off, just because they're already a gaming site application already in that realm and that space, and all they really need to do is just add a bit more of a discoverability for not only just like streaming on the site, but like for like servers and stuff. And so my whole idea was like, man, if they just did something like that to where, you
copyright
have, like,
it. Copyright it before you say anything.
I just said they need to hire me, bro. But like if they just did some way of like not even being the streamer as the front, but like streaming a live tab streaming, and then it showcases the streamer, the server they're in, and if you want to join that server, or have a way of like asking permission to join that server, and boom, you already have a way to fund, get into servers. People join servers. They make money off of people boosting that server. Make money off of nitros.
Well, they also
boost for that.
They also
server.
they also just added subs to servers not too long ago. As well.
That's what I think it was. And so and I think with like big servers, they have some sort of community, like some way to make profit.
Like,
off
it's
of
like
that. I forget what
Patreon.
it's called.
They do. It's partner. It's a partner
it's like a
program, but
partner program.
They just killed that.
they shut the partner program down. Yeah, just barely today as well.
Oh, did they really?
Yeah, they're not accepting any more applications for it at this time, as far as I remember.
Well, they put a pause on it then. But so I'm saying like the way they could really pull this off is not really, people streaming on these sites is being a streamer, but more of like the income and everything comes from your server rather than the streamer itself. The streamer can make money off of donations, but then make their more income off of the actual server they run, because those servers get real popping, like the really big ones, So I don't know. And then you'd have everything in one place. Have being a streamer in on your server, and then your whole community in that server as well.
So we're saying that Discord's gonna buy Twitch. That's what's gonna happen.
Heck, they could.
Or buy Kick. Maybe they buy Kick.
I don't know if they want Kick.
Yeah, but
I don't know if they want.
Yeah,
Kick,
I don't know, man. I'm kind of
the theory, man. But it's just something I thought about. Like, what if, like, what if they did something like that?
I see where you're coming from, because like it's literally a staple in the gaming community. Everybody has Discord pretty much. Like I know of like
TeamSpeak and that,
I was about to say I know of like two of my friends that are still stuck on TeamSpeak, but like everybody else.
Hey, wake up!
Hey, wake up!
A user
has entered your channel.
I didn't know that TeamSpeak was still a fucking thing, bro.
It is. Yeah. They're still.
They just did an update. Yeah.
Wow.
I have it. I mean,
yeah.
Use it.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, same thing. Like, I think the bigger issue that I have here is like before they even step into that world, we've experienced it, right? Like they need to fix their codec. They need to fix their fucking video stuff. There's a lot of stuff that needs to be fixed.
My biggest issue with that would be they would have to completely rework how their Nitro works, because like currently the only way to stream and watch streams, as far as I know, is to have Nitro in a higher,
not the only
not watch streams, but to watch
quality.
To stream in a higher quality would be to have Nitro. So
because after I mentioned that in the chat today, I went on and I did a little testing of seeing like how, because right now it's very hard to set like a legit stream up like that on Discord. I had to do a whole weird finagle of casting my OBS scene and then streaming my sound through one PC to the other, just to set up like a basic stream with alerts and stuff. It's very, very hard, and it does not look good. And I don't even have Nitro, so I was streaming at a very piss poor 720.
That's the
quality.
only problem that I have with it. Yeah,
they would need to integrate, and there would be some immense work that they would need to do to pull something like that off. But I'm not even speaking like now. I'm speaking years down the line. I could see them potentially joining the game.
It's possible.
Maybe.
I mean, if they bought Twitch,
it could be like how YouTube kind of has those like private show things. I think Twitch has the private. It could be a space for like I could see it being more of an alternative to like a Patreon or something like that. If you're wanting to get like bonus shows or behind the scene content and stuff, you could stream it on your Discord and have like a subscription program through that. That I could see more so than being a full-fledged streaming service. But who knows? This is they're looking to enter the space in some capacity, and I'm
That's what I'm
interested
saying,
to
man.
see where they go.
And hey, just remember this. You know, we're pretty notorious for our predictions, and this is one
foresight
of
is
mine. So
Great.
yeah,
Our
my
foresight? Okay.
clairvoyance.
Now I looked down. I was like, wait, I thought I got that removed when I was a baby. Maybe that was.
The only problem that I see with it is just like, they tried to become like a game launching platform, and that didn't really fucking work.
Yeah, that didn't
right.
work.
Like every time they've tried to like branch out into like those bigger things, it just doesn't really pan out for them. And I don't know if that's just because they don't put the effort into it, or like they have every good intentions. It's just they can't figure out how to do it on their
But to be
platform.
fair,
Who
who wants more launchers? Nobody.
That's-
That's-
I
that's
mean,
not,
they
that's not a
should have
space
realized it
anybody.
didn't work for Cursed Voice.
yeah.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing is that territory. Nobody wants more launchers. Get that
For
shit
sure.
out of here.
Yeah,
So,
I don't
either
know.
way,
It'd be
there you
interesting
go.
to see for
It
sure.
will be.
So, but again, the more platforms, the more diversity that we have in this that are
Competition. Good.
competition. Yep, that
Mhm,
breeds
competition.
a good thing. So
Digital
there is that.
only bad.
All right. On that note, we're gonna go through our quick hits, and then we're gonna wrap it up. Normally, guys, we open up the show at the end for questions that you guys and girls can post. But obviously we're already over our normal allotted time. But if you do want to do that, hit us up at prepatch at prepatchpodcast@gmail.com. You can also go and do our Discord. And you can catch us at anchor.fm/prepatch podcast, Spotify, any of your podcast apps. You can catch us on
Twitter.
X or Twitter at Prepatch Podcast, pretty much everywhere, right? You search Prepatch Podcast, you'll find us. Go comment. Make sure that you let us know kind of your thoughts. We'd love to have you in there, and maybe one day we're going to be streaming on Discord. Who the fuck knows? So
Maybe.
go in and hit up that. All right, so
Be where the behind this-
dark.
Yeah, the after dark or the
after
pre-show
dark,
is
that's-
gonna-
That's gonna be our that's gonna be our OnlyFans content.
Yeah.
We'll get canceled so fast for our post show.
We would.
You don't want to know what happens after that.
we all get naked and oiled down and jump into Bill's beard.
I'm
It's great.
I'm
It's a
already
great time.
oiling down right now.
It's a
Wow.
great time. So quick hits, right? So live action cyberpunk movie is in the works. That has been confirmed by CG Product Red, and I believe was it Sony or Netflix was the one that was picking this up.
I
Was it
don't
announced?
think
Who's
either.
picking
It's
it up?
just
I thought it was.
I don't
I
think-
thought it. I could have sworn I saw Netflix or
Mm.
Sony. I may be
I mean,
crazy.
if
but-
it is,
You might be
Netflix, I
thinking
wouldn't
of
be
the-
surprise.
you might be thinking of the next thing that I put in there. The
No,
Sony doing
no, there was some. I could have sworn I saw either Netflix or Sony. I may be wrong. But
that.
anyway,
Let me go and
I'll
check.
I'll just say the live action cyberpunk movie is confirmed in the works. PlayStation Plus premium subscribers can now stream over 100 Sony movies with their subscription. So that's pretty dope, and it's a nice little addition there, which includes all the Spider-Man movies. I think, unless Disney Plus blocked them off. I don't. I'm interested to see. Comment down below if you are a PlayStation Plus premium subscriber. I want to see if you can stream Into the Spider-Verse and stuff like that, because that was moved over to Disney Plus here recently. I get to whale on the 17th of October because Diablo 4's season 2 is coming out, which is the Season of Blood. There is a whole fireside chat that you can watch that talks about all that content.
Can we just dip into this really quickly? Because
Please,
like
just a second.
like it just makes me so upset. Like looking at some of the stuff that they have, like the
Can we not save it for another show?
I want to get it in right now, really quickly. They have every time they've talked about it, they're like, yeah, it's gonna be new, new this, new that, new fucking enemies, new everything. They're all reskins. There's nothing new. That's it. That's all I gotta say.
Sin praising his.
Oh, sorry, I'm over here tickling
Lord.
the butcher's boobies. I'm sorry. I'm
Yeah,
praising my wall of Lilith. They can't hear what you're
I'm
talking about.
I'm not seeing anything on Cyberpunk.
Okay,
being-
I may have just missed. I don't know. So, like I said, it's been the cyberpunk movie's been announced. I don't know. We'll get into the Diablo 4 stuff probably next week to
Yeah.
really kind of dive into it. more, 'cause
Probably,
there's some
yeah.
content that I want to talk about there. But also the Silent Hill Ascension game. That comes out October 31st. It is launching.
that one kind of
is-
came out of nowhere too.
Yeah, it's the next.
Is that the one that like people can make choices, like the community dictates what that game is going to turn out to be?
Not a huge Silent
Or
Hill
is that
fan.
the show?
At least in the newer stuff. No, this is a game.
Well, okay,
So-
because they when they announced like their Silent Hill stuff, they announced like 3 or 4 projects all at
Yeah,
once.
I don't know.
I'm getting them all
Yeah,
confused.
Silent Hill Ascension is the choose your own
The
adventure.
okay, yeah, and that one I believe like is kind of interesting as to where like the community almost
Yeah,
has, like, a
it's
say
a live
of
streamed event.
a
or
live
you-
streamed
you-
event. Yeah. And I think the community like gets to pick like the path
Okay.
or like how it goes down or something. It's
Yeah.
weird and it's like kind of never been done before.
Really quickly with the cyberpunk stuff, the only details that we have is that it's first off, Keanu Reeves is reprising his role as Johnny Silverhand, which is a fucking no-brainer. Like,
Yeah.
obviously,
If they didn't do that, they'd have been
yeah.
dead in the water.
The only stuff we do know is that the project will be overseen by Anonymous Content Studios head of television Garrett Kimball, director of the developer of Ryan Schwartz, and chief creative officer David Levin, who previously worked for HBO and oversaw production on series like True Detectives, Westworld, True Blood, and early seasons of Game of Thrones. So
I mean,
I
I
don't know
wouldn't be
this.
surprised though if it like did have some hand with Netflix just because they did Edge Runners.
maybe,
So,
yeah, I don't know.
But
And
hopefully it's
then
good.
lastly, if you are a fan of Redfall, then you are one of 3. So congrats on that. Yeah,
Wow.
Redfall is continuously plummeting. I really
Yeah.
I really wonder how long Microsoft and Bethesda will hold the light to this and continue to develop for it. They really
keep
are going to
saying
keep
that
that
they're going to
commitment.
fix the game.
They,
like
they
Phil
do keep
Spencer
saying they're going to
last
fix the game. Yep.
Phil Spencer last time he talked said that making Redfall a good quality experience is something that is on their priority
That
list.
Is that a perpetually online game or
It is.
Yes.
It requires an online connection. So yes.
that's what I mean?
as
Yeah.
does
So
yeah.
like Payday. So
you,
yeah,
you
that
can play it solo though, but
Yeah.
you can. But what about offline?
no.
It still requires a connection. Yeah, you can play solo. Like you don't have to play with other people, but yeah, it does
Yeah.
require an internet
Like
connection,
Payday.
as far as I know.
Yeah.
So
All right.
it's rough. It's not a good thing.
You know what else is not a good thing? Episode 100
The
is
end
done.
of this podcast.
Yeah,
Yeah.
episode 100 is
Yeah.
over. It's sad. It's a sad
Man.
thing.
It's
All
good.
right,
It's a good
guys.
time, man.
It's
I'm
good.
really glad that we were able to like look back on that. It brought up a lot of memories from when we first
Yeah.
started. Kind of looking back at all that stuff. I'm glad we did it, man. I think we need to do it on episode 200 again. Just go back.
Yeah, of course. And from episode 200, we'll be doing in virtual reality AR space, and we'll be able to sit
we'll
around.
all be AI.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Our consciousnces will be uploaded.
I'm
to
down.
I'm already
to be
AI.
followed.
The rest
I'm
of these guys will
down.
join me finally.
But again, episode 100, phenomenal time. I cannot believe that it's 100 episodes, and
100
we all look
episodes, man.
so much forward to what else is going to come down the line for not only 2024, but the rest of the pre-patch podcast. You guys are going to see just again the evolution is
Ever onward, ever
unfathomable.
upward, baby.
Could be
Yep.
great. For everybody, thank you guys so much for being here. I hope you enjoyed the show, whether you're a live listener or someone that is listening post show. I hope you enjoy everything about it, and leave comments down below. Tell us your thoughts. Give us your opinions. We love hearing it. Also, too, again, reasons for joining the Discord and the community is because we also game. Like we're gaming with Pika, one of our other members of the show. We play games with you guys and everybody. Bill has met some amazing community members. Scruffy has met some amazing community members. I've brought some amazing community members in. Enigma, well, nobody likes him, but it's okay.
Wow.
We're still trying. No,
Wow, bro. Even though I brought in multiple members, sir,
Yes,
I was the one that fucking brought all of you together. Fuck you guys. I hate you.
Enigma is crucial.
Yeah.
He is the butt plug that holds us all together.
Lord.
Is that like a double-sided butt plug?
yeah,
does that work?
spiked.
Yes.
Spiked. Go
Yep.
into
Spiked.
yeah.
Yeah. Back
You're
to
still-
the
you're
spike
s-
butt
you're
plug.
Why do we always
Am I
come
still
back to the
talking
butt
back
plug?
there?
Like
Because your thing legitimately looks like a fucking butt plug, dude. By the way, it says right here.
Jesus Christ.
It's got a flared base and a fucking and I'm assuming it comes down to a point. So anyway, y'all have a
think it
wonderful
does, too.
evening. Good luck on cutting this up and getting this monetized. There it is. Yes, on episode on YouTube. Y'all have a wonderful night. Tell somebody you love them. We are out of here. Bye, guys.
I love you, Mom.
See ya.